Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good afternoon, Madison. This is Owen Dimple with your Sports Center update, brought to you by Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, home of smoke-free slots and the highest payout percentage in the area. Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, more spins, more wins, more fun. The Milwaukee Brewers fell to the Minnesota Twins 5-4 yesterday in the series finale, but the Brewers still managed to capture the series with their wins on Friday and Saturday. The Brewers currently sit at second place in the National League Central Division with a 26-18 record, and tonight they have their first game of the season against the current first-place Chicago Cubs. The two rivals square off in Chicago at Wrigley Field for the next 3 nights for the first time since the Brewers knocked the Cubs out of the playoffs last fall. Brewers broadcaster Jeff Levering joined the Saturday Scramble and gave his thoughts on the upcoming rivalry game.
I think that these games with the Cubs are always emotionally charged. They're always fun. And I think these two teams match up very well. And after the Brewers knocked out the Cubs last year in the postseason, and you better believe that they're going to have revenge on their minds over the course of the regular season.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
It is the Monday edition.
Let's get this show started.
Yeah. You seem to like O-Dog's enthusiasm.
It's nice when a producer has some enthusiasm.
Jesse has all kinds of enthusiasm. He's very excited about some of his wagers that you guys are
I
making.
walked in this morning, and I was accused by other members of our team as having too many positive Monday morning vibes.
Who would ever
They don't
tell
even
you
know you. Edition of Wilde and Tausch on 94.5 ESPN Milwaukee, 100.5 ESPN Madison, 1430 ESPN Beaver Dam, ESPNWisconsin.com, the ESPN app, your Alexa smart speaker, streaming live video, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and, of course, everything you need on the amazing, fantastic, incredible ESPN Wisconsin app, which is all free, all customizable, and, of course, available in both the Apple and Android app stores. I'm Jason Wilde, normally in Green Bay, but today we're all together at the beautiful Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Jesse Nelson, normally in the Everlight Solar ESPN Madison studios, replaced by an unsupervised Owen Dimple?
This is what he's trained for his whole last 3 weeks.
Now, does Dimple spell his name with an I at the end, though, right?
How would that work?
Dimflee?
That's what I was wondering.
No.
Dimflee?
I have heard that before.
I thought
But
there
it's
was an
not.
I. I thought
Like
when I
a
saw
silent
emails- No,
He's talking to you. You can ask him.
is there an E or an I at the end, O-Dog?
It is spelled
There's an L at the end.
D-I-M-P-F-L. There is no I or E at the end. It ends after L.
Seems like an odd.
Scandinavian, perhaps.
Is that what it is? Norwegian?
Norwegian is correct.
Thank you. Lefse, big Lefse guy.
And you spell Tauscher, Tauscher. He is the Packers Hall of Famer. He is Mark Tauscher. Tausch, good morning. Great to be with you. I see you've been doing a lot of work while I was rushing to get in the door.
Jesse actually has. So
I heard you guys talking, though.
What we
You're
always
hatching
do,
a plan.
What we always do is we put our Packer wagers when we do our last remote trip for, at least for the spring-summer edition of our show. And we were down here about a month or two ago and looking at Brewers stuff. I'm always intrigued to see what the odds say, because there's a reason beautiful places like this are built, and it gives you a little more insight into how things are viewed, not only outside of the state, which Rockford, Illinois is, although it took me 57 minutes to get down here today. And I wasn't even being super aggressive. It was a pretty chill drive down.
Sailing.
The Packers and Lions, as I've kind of been saying, they're the favorites. The Chicago Bears, which there's a chance that the Bears, and I know they're not going to move to Rockford, but there's a chance they're going to be closer to Rockford than they are to actual Chicago if they end up moving to Arlington when you factor traffic in. They're third on the favorite scale. So we'll dabble at that. I'll take a look at Jesse's. Oh, look at that. Yeah, like nobody can see it.
You can almost read that on the video stream.
And that's always a fun thing. But there's one thing I am for sure jumping on, and that is Jordan Love MVP again. Last year, I know he didn't get there, but with about 3 weeks left, he was climbing. And had we finished it off and he had secured the 1 seed, if we ran the table and beaten the Bears and the Vikings,
he still would have lost to Matthew Stafford.
Maybe. Not if we're the 1 seed. And that Dallas,
were the Rams
obviously,
the 1 seed?
The Rams weren't the 1 seed. They aren't giving it to Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
No,
he didn't
but
have the numbers.
Right, but they were. I think there was much like with NBA players, it feels like there sometimes is a groupthink that even had your guy had the kind of year that deserved the MVP, Matthew Stafford, who had never won it before, was going to win it.
It was going to be very tough to overcome the Stafford angle, but they lost, and I think finishing the season off strong would have really helped him do it. So who knows? All I'm saying is with what Jesse has provided me, plus 1,500, Stafford's at 1,400, I like it a lot. I like it a whole lot.
I was listening to Unsportsmanlike the other morning, and they were actually talking about players who could be in the running to be MVP this year with the career award that they hadn't won it before. Jalen Hurts was a name that came up.
He ain't winning it.
Jordan Love.
Jordan Love is a name that
As a career award. He's in his 4th year as a starter.
As somebody who hasn't won the award before, I think is what they were going for. Because it's not like Jalen Hurts has been around forever either. But as a guy who's been a consistent playoff contender, been a quarterback on a good team, but hasn't ever won the award, Stafford got it last year in part with that in mind.
I think Joe Burrow would be the one that you could probably look at.
Was that Evan's topic? Because that sounds like an Evan.
That was an Evan topic for sure. Yes, on Unsportsmanlike. They were big on Jalen Hurts. I didn't actually check
Christian
the Hurts
McCaffrey
odds
last year we dabbled on him
Yeah.
because I'm convinced if he had dominated that last week and San Francisco won the 1 seed and he had a monster game, his stat line last year was unbelievable. He had a chance to elevate and jump ahead of everybody, but he didn't. They got beat, and the rest is, as they say, old news.
So a couple of wagering questions for you, since that's not my area of expertise. One, where is the line of demarcation between, hey, these are good odds, it's worth taking a flyer? Because Jordan Love did he get an MVP vote last year?
He did not.
So where is that line of demarcation?
I think plus 1,500. I mean, last
year. So it's right on the line.
I think last year we got him at 2,500.
You did, correct.
Yes.
I feel better about that, but that obviously is not going to be the case. So then you just wonder, do you wait, especially if they lose to the Vikings in the opener, which I think might happen, how that will shake itself out. So I just, because we're here, I like where it's at. There's a couple of other things I believe I like too. But I liked him last year, and we came out of here with no cash.
And then my other question is, your MVP voting is just that, it is voting. So you are wagering on something that other human beings are voting on. As
a couple of new voters this year. There'll be a couple of new voters.
As opposed to, say, over-unders for win totals, right? Like there are certainly variables
it's
that
like
affect
the
that.
Gymnastics effect versus
right,
a baseball game.
But if Tom Silverstein decides to vote for Sam Darnold and Jordan Love loses out by 1 vote, not to Sam Darnold but to someone else, you lost your bet because Tom Silverstein, your guy Spoon, your favorite beat writer, didn't vote for your guy.
Should have taken him out for Custard. If I would have taken him out for Custard, maybe that would have helped. Yeah, that's the beauty and the also.
I'm just saying, are you leery of those types of votes versus say
I just think
9.5 as the line for wins losses for the Packers?
Well, obviously, when you know that something is concretely done, you feel better about it. But no, I trust the integrity
of Tom Silverstein.
of Tom, but of the media as a whole. Is there a more integrous bunch than the media? They have no biases, and they're not looking for kind of pushing a narrative.
Yeah, I would say
they are
Spoon
always
going
to go. They're playing it straight down. They're arbiters. They don't have opinions. They're not looking to push an agenda. Like media as a whole, they are always right down the middle, playing it straight.
I appreciate your sarcasm. But nevertheless, they have
so
an
you
opinion
basically
when
just
they
talked
vote.
me out of it. All right, to hell with it. I'm not doing an MVP vote.
What?
No, Jason just talked me out of it. No, you did.
Okay, well, good. I'm glad I
don't
did.
know if
I
that's
hope
good
I
or not.
saved you some money.
Yeah.
And then when Jordan Love wins the MVP, you can be mad at me.
You're not going to vote for an MVP because the media can be biased?
Wager on the MVP, not vote for the MVP.
You're not going to wager on who's going to win the MVP because it's a vote?
No, I'll probably still wager on it.
Good. I'm glad to hear that.
Good.
What else do you have planned while you're here at Hard Rock Casino Rockford?
Well, last time I played a little blackjack before we left. We had a great meal. Outside of that, that's what I plan on doing here. So Jesse and I will head over to the sports book in between commercials. I'm sure. Well, maybe we'll do 1 an hour. We'll just come with different things. I know for sure I'm going to pick the Packers to win the division because they have the Lions favored to win the division right now.
At what?
Minus 195.
Nope, that's this one here.
Oh, plus 165. The Packers are at plus 210, yeah. The Bears at plus 325, which means to bet 100, you'd win, in essence, $225.
So is the, again, I'm learning from an expert.
I'm definitely not an expert.
Is the Bears line valuable enough that it's worth betting a small amount because you win more if they somehow win? Like, is it for those of us that like to hedge on things, is that a pretty good hedge?
If you think that the Bears are going to win the division, I
don't think that.
I think they're
just
more
asking.
likely. I think the Bears are more likely to finish third than they are to finish first. I think Detroit and Green Bay are both in the mix to win the division. I think the Bears are a spot below. I still think the Bears will be battling for that 7 seed. I don't think the Packers are going to be battling for a 7 seed this year. I think the Packers will be battling to win the division, and if they don't, I would bet that they will not be the last team in this time around. Is that a win? If we're not a 7 seed, if we're a 6 seed, is that a win?
It's certainly an improvement.
I just feel like we should be looking at it. If they don't win the division, it's going to be disappointing. If this team doesn't win the division, I'll be disappointed.
What if they win 12 games, but the Lions win
Then I'd be
13?
all right. I'd be all right if that happens.
So then it wouldn't be a
win the same amount. They both win 12 games, but the Lions win the tiebreaker.
I'd be disappointed.
One thing or another.
I'd be disappointed.
But they could go on a run in the postseason like your 2010 team did and reach the Super Bowl without winning the division, and you'd be undisappointed after that, right?
Okay. Sure. Yeah, you're going to put this chat in front of me, I'm going to get distracted. You know that.
I thought you would enjoy having the chat.
I'm going to jump in the chat at some point. I just don't
great.
know when.
Let me shift your attention to the sheet of paper in front of you so you can tell us about Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin.
Well, if you've been putting off replacing your windows and doors, now is the time because Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, they have a bunch of different zero-interest financing options available to you. That's right, 0% interest in Wisconsin. Your home takes a beating year-round. The right windows and doors can improve comfort, boost energy efficiency, and upgrade your home's look. Pella's experts help you find the perfect fit for your home and within your budget, all with zero-interest options available to you. You can upgrade now and pay over time without paying a dime in interest. Don't wait. Visit PellaWI.com today to learn more.
We are live from Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Oh, that's not Wednesday, so if you're 55 and over, you'll still be paying full freight for your lunch, but it'll be more than worth it as we are on stage with a gigantic, I love this screen, though, they put up for us. It's so nice of them.
Can I say two things real quick before we go to break? Real quick.
Why would you? You're going to anyway. Why would you ask?
Well, I just
me?
want your permission. It makes me feel better about interjecting.
No, you can't.
First of all, seeing a lot of fans rolling in with Packers shirts on already, so I'm sure they're here for us, so we appreciate that. Secondly, I have something planned for us today. I was coordinating with some of the music artists in the world and the Hard Rock Casino Rockford, and we will have a debut performance coming up in the 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch today. A debut music performance here on stage.
Live on stage?
Live on stage in the Hard Rock Cafe.
Dolly
Hard
Parton
Rock
is
Casino
here?
Rockford. There will be a musical
enough
performance
to have
today.
Tausch put his headphones.
Just wait. So we're going to have a live performance with this drum set. Are you going to be part of the band?
There will be a performance in the 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch today. A music artist never heard before making their world debut.
I feel like
here
you're.
at Wilde and Tausch.
I feel like you're misrepresenting what's going to happen.
That's what's going to happen.
All right, I have
debut performance here at the
Hard
Hard
I
Rock.
find this dubious. We'll have to wait till 11 a.m. to find out. We'll have plenty more before that. Stick around. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Upgrade to Iron Jock. Available now at ironjock.com.
The area's best high school sports coverage is Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania.
Hey, it's Jesse Nelson getting late in the regular season for high school baseball in Wisconsin, and a big non-conference clash in a Monday night edition of Zimbrick Honda's presentation of Prep Mania. Join the Dean Dennis Semrau and me on the call as Verona takes on Wanakee. First pitch at 5 o'clock. Pregame coverage starts at 4:45.
Zimbrick Honda's Prep Mania, streaming live on the ESPN Madison YouTube channel.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
It's well known that the boss at the exteriors company is a perfectionist.
It's a gift.
He not only oversees every job, he inspects each aspect of the operation to get to the root of what your project will actually need to be long-lasting.
Call 960-ROOF.
Oh, he's proud of all the reviews.
What can I say? Take a look.
The Exteriors Company, built for Wisconsin, backed by expertise.
It's a great day for Brewers baseball, and with Brewers checking from Associated Bank, you get a powerful lineup of perks all season. Leading off is Express Entry with incredible speed. Next up, 20% off gear at the Brewers team store. Sporty stuff. And third, up to 50% off home game tickets. But if you can believe it, there's even more you can score. Because with Brewers checking, you get the strongest lineup in baseball. Only from Associated Bank. Join the crew at AssociatedBank.com/Brewers. Member FDIC.
Hi, I'm John Hayes of Goodman's Jewelers. It's hard to imagine, but Goodman's has been the diamond store of Madison since 1933, which means your parents, maybe even your grandparents might have shopped with us. We maintain the same high standards, honesty, and integrity that kept them coming back time and again. Keep their history and our history alive. Shop Goodman's Jewelers today in the heart of Madison at 220 State Street. We're online at goodmansjewelers.com.
The best is at Goodman's.
Your family's safety is your responsibility, and it starts with a solid roof. When the next storm rips through and takes some of your shingles with it, call Badgerland Exteriors. Or looking to replace your whole roof but don't want to break the bank? Let the team at Badgerland Exteriors give you a free, no obligations estimate.
AJ with Badgerland Exteriors here. Contracting made easy is more than a tagline. It's how we run our family business. Visit BadgerlandExteriors.com to get started on your next project. That's BadgerlandExteriors.com.
Hello, this is Jason.
And Rochelle.
We're co-founders of Sauna Day, Wisconsin's first thermal bathhouse in downtown Madison.
We built Sauna Day after feeling how communities around the world use heat, cold, and rest to support physical, mental, and social well-being.
Our goal is to make contrast therapy simple and enjoyable.
Think sauna, steam, cold plunge, rest, and repeat.
Open 6 days a week, 7 to 9. Come try Sauna Day today.
Sauna Day, proven to raise vitality and designed to feel good.
It's the summer of suspense for Giannis and the Bucks.
Sources tell me the Milwaukee Bucks are fully open for business on trades and offers around Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Follow along right here on Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN.
All right, I already have a couple of buddies of mine who are coming to visit Hard Rock Casino Rockford for the show.
Nice.
You do?
And one of them has already said, sounds like I'll be leaving before the 11 a.m. segment.
Oh, stop it.
Why is that? I don't want to hear original music?
I think we have some... I think there's some concern that maybe we're being duped here.
There's no one being
misled.
You ain't a duper.
There's no duping.
He's a double duper.
I'll
Are you from the Youper?
I have gotten a...
I know you've done some bloopers.
I am not a duper from the Youper, don't you know? I have done some pre-show assessing, and you will all be excited about the debut performance that we are going to hear.
As excited
as
Elton John is in that photo?
As Elton and whoever else.
Jerry
is in all
Garcia.
Eddie Vedder's over here.
John Bon Jovi.
Tausch always tells us about
Avril
Dolly.
Lavigne.
Yep.
Pink. Way to get the
Who's
Eddie Vedder
gal
one
with
with
the
his
piece,
name on it.
With the piece.
I'm not sure. That's the only one on that wall I didn't get.
She looks like she put on a good
Save
show.
the planet.
Among the greats, you will hear the debut performance of
Miley Cyrus,
new,
Butterfly Fly Away.
A brand new artist here on Wilde and Tausch.
Kevin
the 11
Cronin
o'clock
of
hour.
REO Speedwagon. Well, I hope this brand new artist doesn't collect royalties.
Me too. We're going to find out in the 11 o'clock hour.
So, Jesse.
Yes, sir.
You have on the rundown here, because, I like to read that, some Adam Schein commentary that is inflammatory for Packers fans or Jordan Love lovers.
That is correct, yes.
Which of these, because one is current and one is old, which one are we going to do first?
The Green Bay Packers.
So Adam Schein.
Sounds like that one.
Well, Owen's got it ready for us.
Packers.
That's good. So here we go. Just for a little background. Over the weekend, Adam Schein had a clip that went...
Shine on sports!
Is that his thing?
That's how he does it, yeah.
All right, there you go. Apparently, Tausch is a big Adam
I
Schein
used
guy.
to be, obviously, Evan Cohen was on Morning Man. I was a big Sirius XM. He left. I canceled my subscription, and so I don't, but it was always, Shine on sports!
Adam Schein also does a show on CBS Sports Network, and he does some of the studio anchoring.
Does he say that same thing?
Shine on sports! I haven't heard it, but maybe he does.
Okay, can't wait to check that out.
So he said something about the Green Bay Packers over the weekend that got a lot of attention, and then that brought up and resurfaced a clip that went fairly viral leading into Jordan Love's first season as the starter.
From someone who used to be in the radio industry but now is focused solely on his head coaching job at the University of Wisconsin.
Correct.
Green Bay.
The clip that Tausch shared with us was actually Doug Gottlieb's retweet of it. So why don't we start there? Let's start in August of 2023.
The year was 2023.
On CBS Sports Network, Adam Schein, I don't remember.
On sports.
Schein on sports, weighing in on Jordan Love going into year one as a starter. Again, this is from 3 years ago.
How about in the NFC? The Green Bay Packers offense is going to be fine with Jordan Love. I loathe love. Despise love. I mean, everyone looks great during preseason practices, except apparently for Jordan Love, who by his own admission has struggled. And you have players on defense calling out the offense. And just take a look at these notes, according to Matt Schneidman, from his piece in The Athletic. I mean, this is a flat-out debacle. It's also predictable because Jordan Love can't play football. Simple as that. You have Rasul Douglas. He's talking all sorts of smack to Aaron Jones, saying, you guys bleeping stink. Jones is livid, and then acknowledges the offense is terrible. Defensive players are calling out the offense. Jordan Love can't do a damn thing. Last night must have been hell for the fans of the Green Bay Packers who had to see Aaron Rodgers on the Jets sideline. Oh, by the way, big dog Mercedes Lewis just signed with the Chicago Bears. This is going to be a predictable disaster with Jordan Love in Green Bay.
A predictable disaster.
Now, in fairness, that was his
the first half
season.
of the season. It was not his rookie season. His first year as a starter.
His rookie starter season.
And that was his take, and I think at that point, all right. And I'm sure we'll hear the next part. I don't have any problem with Adam Schein having that opinion back then.
I despise Love.
I mean, you have to despise. I think it was. He's obviously going to play it up, but you have to have opinions to do. I mean,
you don't have to.
Most people do. You have to have some type of an opinion. What bothers me,
actually,
point of order.
Could be Schein and Wilde. When you start looking at it, you're going to have some opinions, and you're not going to be right all the time, and that's all right.
It's true.
But then the problem I have is, we're going to hear this next, you don't have to double and triple down because you were wrong. Just admit you're wrong and move on with your life, man. And Adam Schein on Sports, doesn't do that. And that's why I'm curious. O-Dog, play what really got, I think, Packer fans, and this didn't bother me, but it irritated me enough to send this clip over to Jell.
The Green Bay Packers are on a road to nowhere. And I just don't understand why you have people online saying that the Green Bay Packers got some kind of break and the NFL somehow gave them an easy schedule for the Green Bay Packers. When you look at Green Bay's schedule, and it's a spot in a situation where it's going to be an easy road for Green Bay if Micah Parsons on the PUP list to start the season. I don't feel that way at all. I'm telling you right here, right now, the Green Bay Packers are going to start the season 0-2. And I like Minnesota week 1. I like the Jets to beat them in week number 2. Not to mention, I mean, the Falcons are a team that is vastly improved. The Buccaneers, the Bears, the Cowboys are better. We can go on and on. In fact, the Green Bay Packers are not making the playoffs. Jordan Love is not the guy to take you to the next level. Micah Parsons not being healthy to start the season is a problem. I think Minnesota is better than the Green Bay Packers. The Bears are better, and the Lions are better. I have the Green Bay Packers finishing in last place.
Schein on Sports.
So,
audio courtesy.
Rage baiting.
Audio courtesy of the New York Post.
So the problem I have with this is you can have opinions. That's fine.
You should have.
The Jets, come on, man. The Jets aren't even going to try to win. Like, if the Packers start off 0-5, I will apologize to Adam Schein. If they go 0-2, I will apologize to Adam Schein. The problem is he doesn't ever have to apologize. And that's where I have an issue. Have an opinion, be bold, no problems with any of that. But now what he's doing is he's doubling back on a horrific take that he had about Jordan Love stinking. It's a horrific take. And instead of just fessing up and saying, man, Jordan Love's a lot better than I thought. Yeah. Kudos to Jordan. He's worked hard. This is a stain on this industry.
Stain on sports.
No, it is. That's pretty good, Jason. Sound clip that. This is a stain on the whole profession. Because instead of being informative and entertaining and also bold, you can do all that. There is nobody that thinks that the Green Bay Packers are going to stink and lose their first 6 games. And if they do, it's because he's doubling down on a bad take. That's what this is. And it bothers me that people that are in the national spotlight can't just look and say, you know what, man, I took a big swing and I struck out. I'm going to go up and I'm going to go to the next. You don't start with another strikeout. You get a 0-0 count. Reset. Have some takes that are not crazy or idiotic or just completely, it just rides off of what you've already done that was wrong. Like, it doesn't make any sense. He's a smart guy. And I think what he's doing is he's rage baiting, and Joshy's right. He is 100% rage baiting. But I'm rage baiting at his bringing down this industry. Like, this sucks for people that do this because it makes everybody look like idiots. And it makes everybody sound like they don't know what the hell they're talking about. That's what the problem is.
I'm going to respectfully disagree with you on the second part. I do think he is rage baiting, which for those of you that are older that's intentionally saying things to incur rage,
rile up the fan base.
I learned that recently from our teenagers, but I think it's a reflection on him. I don't think it's for example,
he is one of the highest visible sports talk cats out there. He hosts the CBS halftime show. He has a big show on CBS and I think on Sirius XM.
Yeah.
So this industry, whether you like it or not,
right? But I think
Colin Cowherd and Dan Patrick would never make a statement.
No,
like that.
I would agree. But I also think that this is, and I don't want to turn this into a symposium on where what we do is headed, but whether it's unsportsmanlike or get up or first take.
But you want to drive a conversation, not just say something because you were wrong before.
And my issue with him is what you said at the start of the comment, which is, look, just own the fact that you're loathing, you're despising of Jordan Love, which, again, sounds awfully personal, and he is also well known a huge Rodgers guy, even though I don't think Rodgers is a Schein guy.
Well, he's on his show all the time.
He would. I remember he would do it once a year when he was with the Packers, back when he would do it once a year with us. But my point is that I think this is his, dare I say, shtick, right, is to say, I'm sure he says plenty of other inflammatory things about other teams that we don't notice because it's not about the team we have an interest in.
I don't mind you saying inflammatory things, but you're doubling down.
But for effect is kind of his deal. When you say things that get people riled up, it's because you actually believe them.
I have no problem with predicting and hypotheticals, and that stuff is all part of the deal. But this did not feel. And maybe he is being authentic. Maybe he really thinks that the Green Bay Packers are going to stink and start off basically 0-5. He's talking about the Falcons.
Much improved.
The Jets.
Vastly improved from what I understand.
So, I mean.
They got a new coach.
You're probably right. I shouldn't look at this as like it's some big picture on the entire industry, but it is, in my opinion. I think it is. And I think when you can't factor in your own personal opinion that you are wrong on, and you can't just say, man, I was wrong. It is real easy. It should be simple for people in this business to say, man, I was wrong. I've been wrong, and I come and say, man, I was wrong. This isn't hard, and there's nothing. And then I think your fans appreciate that.
Yeah.
But old Shine On is not. That's not what he's going to do. It's going to be. It is what it's going to be.
Halloween.
And what's going to happen when the Green Bay Packers are 4-1 or 5-2 and they're rolling along? Is he going to
talk
sit
about
there?
One of the other 31 teams.
Is he going to say, "Boy, was I an idiot"?
No.
I will hope that he says, "You know what, man? For all the Packer fans in Wisconsin, I was wrong and I was an idiot. I was struggling in May to find something to talk about, and I threw this garbage out." And this is where I'm at.
If he does that, will you sign back up for Sirius?
No, I won't, but I will say, you know what? Shine on. Shine on. Keep going.
Keep shining.
If I may, and I disagree with his premise. I think Jordan Love is a good very good quarterback.
It sounds like you're going to be on the Schein side.
There's one line that he said that I think if he had limited the take and not gone off the deep end saying they're going to lose to the Jets and the Falcons are vastly improved and everything else, then they could have finished last in the NFC North. Like that all felt embellished. But what he did say in the middle of it was Jordan Love isn't the guy that can get you to the next level. That's a conversation that we were having with our fans after the loss to the Bears in the playoffs. So at its core, 7 seed in the 3 years that Jordan Love's been the starting quarterback, there's a legitimate point, I think, that he's making that can be debated, whether we agree with it or not, whether we look at the circumstances around why that's been the case or not, we can dive further into. But at its core, that specific argument, Jordan Love can't get you to the next level, so far, that is true.
I think it's reasonable at this point in Jordan Love's development, and you said this a couple weeks ago, Tausch, this is a really big year for him.
Yeah.
Like there seemed to be this thought that, again, predestination, Favre won a Super Bowl in his age 27 season. Rodgers won a Super Bowl in his age 27 season. That did not happen with Jordan Love. And it wasn't solely Jordan Love's fault by any means. And he started like gangbusters in the playoff game they lost. But I think there is a portion of the fan base that would like to see him go from being a guy that we view as someone they can win with and become a quarterback who is paid $55 million a year that they win because of. And if he does that and he makes that jump, Adam Schein's going to have a lot of words to eat. If he doesn't, then the debate that you took out of that largely inflammatory portion of his program is going to be a legitimate debate. And, again, I keep thinking about the fact that you played with two Hall of Fame quarterbacks. I have covered two, and we just seem to – I don't want to say we're rooting for him, but we are. We want him to be like them. And it's okay if he's not going to be quite that good. But for Adam Schein to have taken – like, he had no idea, nor did anyone else, including Matt LaFleur and Brian Gutekunst, what Jordan Love was going to be when they transitioned to him. Because let's not forget, the Packers could have easily transitioned to him in 2022 and gotten a haul of trade draft picks for Aaron Rodgers. And not only were they not confident enough to do that, they gave Rodgers a 3-year, $150 million extension that left them with $40-some million of dead cap money to eat, which tells you that they didn't believe in him either, much like Adam Schein. They just weren't saying that we loathe and despise him. They were just saying we don't know if he's the guy or not.
Well, that was the business decision that needed to be said. And I'm trying to think. It's Coleman, Mark Coleman on the chat.
Oh boy.
Well, he brought up a couple of good points. Carolina was a slam dunk last year. So was Cleveland.
Yeah.
Now, I did not put Cleveland in the slam dunk. I did put Carolina in the slam dunk, and they lost both. So I probably am overreacting to what Schein on Sports said, and that's fine. I see this, and I watch how this whole game is played, and I don't like it. And that was why it kind of struck a nerve with me. It's not about is there always good points that you can bring up without going down the road that he went down? He went down the road because he is wrong, and he so badly wants to flip it and act as if 4 years later. You have already had enough intel to say what he said was idiotic at the time. That is just come and say I was an idiot.
Right.
I said idiotic things because I'm boys with 12, and I wanted that to be right so then I could really put a mark on it. Hey, you took your shot, you swung and missed. It doesn't mean you get it doesn't mean you can just reset and just double down again because he's already at a point where he's much better than you ever imagined, just like you mentioned with Goody and with LaFleur and everybody else. They've given him the contract that has validated that he isn't some schlub, that he isn't loathing, and he doesn't stink. Now, is he going to ever get to that next level? We'll find out. He has not yet because that level is rare air. That is not being a good quarterback. And there are a lot of players that have been good players in the NFL. There have not been a lot of players that are like, oh, my God, we're going to win because we got this guy on our team. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes. He's not there, but he certainly has the ability to get there. And he needs to start doing it yesterday.
Last thing on this, so you guys can go start getting started on your trip to the sports book. I know for the teasing that I take, which is fine because it's totally deserved with my
accurate
hedging and this is one of the reasons why I am not predictive, because human nature is.
You are not afraid.
Root for your prediction.
But you're not afraid to say, man, I was wrong.
No, I am definitely not afraid of that.
And by the way, you take a lot of attaboys when you're right. So
no,
that's why
I was given
Jason,
a lot of
no. You will constantly bring up when you're right. That's what's infuriating to some of us.
Other than the Evan Williams, Micah Parsons, or Micah Hyde comparison, I don't.
No, a couple of you said, they're going to start slow, they're going to finish fast. You kept telling everybody that would listen that that's what you predicted. So what I don't understand about you is you want to be right. And when you're wrong, you're not afraid to say, I wasn't right. But when you're right, God, Lord, we hear about it. So that's what I don't fully understand, why you won't just do it. It's infuriating.
Infuriating seems strong.
No.
It seems like you loathe and despise that about me.
Seems like an embellished take.
Meanwhile, you love UW Credit Union.
I do, and I am a member. I don't know if I've told you that. I am a
Mark
member.
Tauscher here.
And for every
UW
stage
Credit
of your
Union
life,
member.
UW Credit Union is here forever. You proudly serving Wisconsin for over 90 years to help reach your financial goals. Members can get their money up to 2 days sooner with early payday and, of course, that great mobile app that offers a simple way to check accounts, make transfers, and more. That is a smart play from the pocket. Join today at uwcu.org, insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions to apply.
All right, are you going to the sportsbook now? What is your game plan? Have you formulated a game plan?
Probably go put one in.
I think we'll go take a look, and then, we'll probably dabble. I think we're going to see. We're going to do some from individual, and then we're going to do some from the Wilde and Tausch team, and then we'll figure that out.
I don't know that we have a reserve that we can pull from to place the wager, but
we're going to find one.
We'll start that GoFundMe page right there in the YouTube
might
comments.
Need to borrow a few bucks from someone.
Live from Hard Rock Casino Rockford, it's Wilde and Tausch.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Keep it right here after Wilde and Tausch, and join us for the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here for Zimbrick Chevrolet, the name you can trust. There's nothing like a great summer road trip, and whether you're traveling around the state or around the country, it's the time of year to start thinking about your plans to hit the road for a new adventure in the coming months. And with all the things to consider, what to do, how to get there, where you'll stay, the absolute last thing you want to worry about for a summer road trip is car trouble. Make sure your vehicle is ready to take on every potential challenge thanks to the fantastic service team at Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie. Get a tune-up, check the battery, check your tires, change the oil, and make sure all the inner workings of your vehicle are in tip-top shape so you can focus on fun and not finding maintenance help during your summer road trip this year. Call Zimbrick Chevrolet to schedule an appointment with their incredible service team or check out their services and schedule an appointment online at ZimbrickChevrolet.com. Zimbrick Chevrolet on Main Street in Sun Prairie, the name you can trust.
On the air, on demand, on social, on Wisconsin Sports. Serving Wisconsin sports fans. This is 100.5 ESPN.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 10 and 35%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products, pricing, and availability vary based on the way you purchase insurance and by state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating companies, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Since 1956, Hallman Lindsay Paints has been making paint in Wisconsin for Wisconsin. Because of their commitment to making great paint for Wisconsinites, Hallman Lindsay has grown over the years to 27 locations in this great state. Headquarters in Sun Prairie with a state-of-the-art facility, Hallman Lindsay has the paints you need to make your job better. From do-it-yourself to professional, Hallman Lindsay has paint for everyone. Visit one of their local locations today in Madison, Sun Prairie, Middleton, and Janesville.
Wisconsin, let's talk about something near and dear to my heart. Beer. Specifically, great beer. And if you haven't met Yuengling yet, allow me to introduce you. Yuengling is the oldest brewery in America, founded in Pottsville, PA in 1829. 197 years, 6 generations of family-owned brewing. Do you know how they became America's oldest brewery? By making great beer. This is a real American beer. Smooth, rich, and finally here in Wisconsin. So grab a Yuengling, raise a glass, and celebrate history the way it was meant to be celebrated, by drinking it. Yuengling, the oldest brewery in America. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph Henningsen with Stoughton Health Ortho Team Clinic. I specialize in joint pain and joint pain surgery, specifically hip and knee replacement, including second-time surgery for hip and knee replacement.
Learn more at orthoteam.com.
Mark Tauscher here, and your seat at the table just got better at Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Return to Hard Rock Casino Rockford's high-limit room, where the odds are in your favor. With enhanced game rules, including blackjack, where the dealer stands on soft 17, you'll enjoy better odds, faster play, and the kind of authentic high-limit action that sets Hard Rock Casino Rockford apart. Visit the high-limit room and rediscover your game on your terms, in your rhythm, and with your edge at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Every minute of every day, another person loses their life to cancer. That's why Stand Up to Cancer has set a bold goal to make early stage detection an essential part of standard of care for all cancers. So join the mission and help save lives today at standuptocancer.org.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the Chicago Cubs.
It is back, half at the track at the wall. Bye, baseball! Long live Andrew Vaughn!
Tonight on 100.5 ESPN.
The man with the ticket, and I use that term loosely, man.
It's rude.
Jesse, you returned with one stub.
I did.
And what, you're gonna do like one a break?
Yeah, we're gonna put some money in there as the show goes.
A little money in there
throughout. So this one was, I did not consult Tausch on this one. We were talking some business.
Well, wait a minute. What?
Well, we got distracted.
We're on the same page.
We're on the same page with this one. Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, is this so? How do you guys divvy this up? Is this a cooperative effort that you guys? Are you the bank and he's like the front
Last
man?
year, I think I
does
was
this
the
work?
bank.
Sugar Tausch.
ST, we call it.
Sugar Tausch.
Yeah, I think we'll probably
Sprinkler.
We'll sprinkle a little something at these boys, and we'll see what happens. And I'm in a total agreement with Jesse on. Looks as if you picked plus or over 10.5 wins. Did the big schedule release last week, and I know Shino has got it at losing the first 2.
Shino and 2.
I do not. I think we're probably 4-1, 5-2 to start the season. And the season, we thought we had a Rap City last year. We didn't. So I'm not going to sit here and say that, oh, I felt great. I felt really good heading into Denver. We needed a half a win left to go, and we couldn't get one in the last 5. I don't envision that happening. But, again, that's the beauty of this. You never know who's going to get injured. You don't know how this is all going to shake out. And you have to be willing to take the tough beats like we did last year.
So are you telling me that the Packers over-under line for wins is actually a game higher than it was a year ago?
Yes. Well, at this point, we didn't have Micah Parsons on the team last year.
You think that is the differential?
I do.
Despite that murderous row of opening 4 games per Adam Schein that they'll be getting off to an 0-2 and potentially 1-3 or 0-4 start on without Micah Parsons. If he doesn't play the first 4 games, which would be 3 of the 4 are on the road. Again, they open at Minnesota, then they're at the New York Jets, home on a Thursday night against the Atlanta Falcons, and then on the road again at Tampa Bay. And then they should have Micah Parsons back either for Tampa Bay or the following week in Week 5 when they take on the Bears.
Is this team – we did the show last year about this same time. It was 9.5. Is this team, as we sit here now, better than last year's team?
Yes.
In what ways?
Because
let me phrase it this way.
Yeah, sure.
O-line, I don't know. No Quay Walker. Your left tackle's gone. Are you better in the secondary? You certainly are better at edge rusher when he's healthy. Are you better at quarterback? Are you better at running back? Is Josh Jacobs going to be better than he was last year? I don't know.
He was better 2 years ago, so can he regain that, or is he going to have another injury-impacted season like he did a year ago?
Why do you say that the Green Bay Packers are better than they were last year? Is it strictly Micah Parsons?
It is. At this time last year, you said it yourself, and you're exactly right. Micah Parsons is a field-tilting player. They did not win a game without him down the stretch after he tore his ACL. So if you theoretically have him, I don't think they're going to start 0-4 based on how that schedule
And you didn't have Christian
out.
Watson for 7 or 8 weeks.
And you didn't have Jaden Reed for most of the year. And you didn't have Tucker Kraft for half
Yeah,
the
but that's
year.
not what I was asking. I'm asking, we had this team. Last year, Christian Watson was rehabbing.
Was
we knew
not
he wasn't
going to be available
there.
to start the year.
So my argument on why, yes, it's Christian Watson's back. Obviously, Micah Parsons will be there. Tucker Kraft showed us who and what he's all about. He's next. Jordan Love was much more consistent last year than where he was. Evan Williams has elevated his game to being, I think.
Javon Bullard, I think, is on the verge of a breakout
We'll
season.
see. I think he's a guy that we have to see. But when you add in all of those things, that does give me confidence to say yes.
Their corners are just as bad as they were last year because they're the same guys.
Well, you're never the same. You're either better or you're worse. And I would hope that Valentine is better. Keyshawn Nixon's Keyshawn Nixon.
Well, I thought you're never better. Or you're never
No,
the same.
he is who he is.
So is he better or is he worse?
We'll find out. I still am convinced that there's some issues coming. I just don't think he's going to play at this contract. I don't. I hope I'm wrong.
He never responded to me. I was hopeful we might have a Al Harris type situation story-wise there, but that did not come to fruition.
And the O-line, while we saw him up at the concert having a great time.
And Tucker Kraft punting an empty beer can.
Tucker's the man. And Matt LaFleur, shoddy in a beer. Loved it. All that stuff's great, but Vegas sees it, and Hard Rock Casino Rockford sees it, that this team is much better. A win in this league is a lot when you're talking about projections. I don't think there's going to be many teams that have a higher win-loss total than Green Bay Packers at 10.5.
I know we're going to spend a little time comparing them to the rest of the division. When I looked at the win total, the best odds to hit the over, the biggest long shot, was the Packers at plus 120 of the 4 teams in the NFC North. If you're telling me the Packers are the biggest long shot to hit 11 wins, I like the value on that, so I'm taking that bet. And that's why I put some cash in the kiosk over here at the Hard Rock Sportsbook.
Cash in the kiosk.
And took the Packers over 10.5 wins.
I also would like to find out what the depoy for Micah would be. Now, he's going to miss some games, and that's why I'm a little bit leery of what depoy numbers he's getting, if it's going to be, plus 1,000. So I don't know if that's going to be available to us at Hard Rock.
I checked this morning. Offensive Player of the Year, Defensive Player of the Year were not available at this point.
All right.
So, unfortunately, we'll have to make a trip back down.
And I'm always leery whenever somebody's going to miss time. It makes it that much more difficult. But I think Mike is at that point where he's good enough that he could probably overcome it if the numbers were right.
So what are the other wins, or do you want to do that next, Jesse?
Let's do that coming up next, because I did want to compare them to the
long
rest of the
odds.
division, a couple of different categories of wagers here today.
All right,
so
we'll
let's
do that.
next.
Coming up after Tausch tells us about the place we're sitting inside Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Here we are, a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois. It took me 57 minutes to get down here from the greater Madison area. Hard Rock Casino Rockford offers the most generous and most frequent promotions of any casino in the Midwest. And this month, the Triple Rev Harley giveaway. It's your chance to win a 2026 Harley-Davidson Lowrider motorcycle featuring rip-ready suspension, a heavy breather intake, and a performance-tuned 2-in-1 exhaust. This exceptional machine delivers refined power, sharper handling, and unmistakable Harley-Davidson craftsmanship. You can earn entries now through May 24th with grand prizes given away at 9 p.m. on Friday, May 22nd, Saturday, May 23rd, and Sunday, May 24th. Official rules are at casino.hardrock.com and on site at the Players Club. Again, you sign up at the Players Club, you get that heavily discounted lunch if you're over 55 on Wednesdays as well. Play, dine, shop, enjoy live shows, and there's a Deal or No Deal live show coming.
Deal or No Deal in November, a live show coming.
I used to love that show. That, and I was that with that old cranky British chick. What was her name? She did that show.
The Weakest Link?
Yeah, you are the weakest link. You are.
English chick with a German accent.
That's nothing like Deal or No Deal.
Hard Rock, it's the same principle type of game.
It's a game show.
Hard Rock Casino Rockford, a premier entertainment destination just off of I-90 in Rockford, Illinois.
Deal or No Deal coming up at 11 a.m. Along with a music.
Nope, no Deal or No Deal. That's November 20th. I was doing some research. November 20th, the Deal or No Deal.
Would you buy your tickets right away?
I'm thinking about. I love Deal or No Deal. When we went on our.
Is Howie Mandel going to be here, or will it be
not
that
hosting
British German woman?
It's not the cranky British chick. Or Howie Mandel. I'll have to check who's hosting it. It's somebody else. But they did a Deal or No Deal.
Terry Bradshaw.
When we were on our cruise, that would be fun. He would be a great Deal or No Deal host. When we were on our cruise last year, they did like a live Deal or No Deal thing, and I won money to go to the casino, and then I put the money in the casino, and then I won some kind of jackpot in the casino, and so it was a very profitable experience for me.
Very high-energy experience you had.
It was, yeah.
Jesse's going to fill us in on some of the other projections for other NFC North teams. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Mark Tauscher here, and if you know me, you know I love Wisconsin. That's why I'm a UW Credit Union member. Their team's been all about Wisconsin since 1931, and they love making banking easy for members. Whether it's with their convenient mobile app or with the great perks like early payday to get you paid sooner. Stop by any of their local branches or visit uwcu.org to join and become a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by your Badgerland Chevy dealers, proud supporters of Badger Athletics. Go to BadgerlandChevy.com.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yaup. Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio joined the jump around Thursday afternoon, and he took umbrage with the fact that Barry Alvarez wasn't included on the search committee for Wisconsin's next athletic director.
We have to ask the question, is Wisconsin football successful or is Barry Alvarez successful? If we're saying football is the lifeblood of the university and football is the lifeblood of the sports department, why would Barry Alvarez involved? Because if you care about football first, football's never been good without Barry Alvarez.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your windows shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
While others have a wait list, we've got watches.
At Chalmers Jewelers, we've got pre-owned luxury watches. Rolex, Omega, Tudor, AP, Panerai, and more. All in stock now.
And no wait list.
Walk in today and leave with the watch you have been dreaming of. Because your wrist deserves it.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison.
Good Karma Brands is proud to be an equal opportunity employer, providing equal employment, development, and advancement opportunities to all teammates and applicants. To learn more about careers with us, please send an email to talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com. That's talentacquisition@goodkarmabrands.com.
In 1987, the Bucks took on the world and changed basketball forever.
At stake, basketball supremacy in the United States.
Bucks versus the World, narrated by Charlie Behrens, is the new season of Behind the Bucks podcast, presented by Gallagher, your trusted insurance broker and HR and benefits consultant. It's the untold story of the 1987 McDonald's Open, when the Bucks became the first NBA team to face the Soviet Union. Listen now on bucks.com/plus, the Bucks app, the ESPN Wisconsin app, and wherever you get podcasts.
Buying a new vehicle should be exciting, and that's what Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb aims to do. That's why they vow to give you the better buying experience. Jim Rutledge here. I've had 3 better buying experiences at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, and I keep on going back because the experience and the Chevy is fantastic. So if you're looking for a buying experience you're going to want to repeat anytime you need a new or new-to-you vehicle, I recommend you make the short drive out to Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb, because you're only minutes away from a better buying experience at Simden Chevy in Mount Horeb.
Looking to score big on style for your home without breaking the bank? Then don't miss the IKEA Sidewalk Sale happening May 8th through the 25th at IKEA Oak Creek. We're clearing out closeouts and overstocks and even putting some of your all-time favorite lines, including Billy, Trofast, and others on sale at serious discounts. And the best part, new items are being added throughout the sale. That means every visit is a brand new treasure hunt. You never know what you'll find next. So visit IKEA Oak Creek often and get ready to discover something amazing at the IKEA Sidewalk Sale May 8th through the 25th.
It's the summer of suspense for Giannis and the Bucks.
So sometime over the next 6 or 7 weeks, we'll decide whether Giannis is going to sign a max contract and stay with us, or he's going to play somewhere else.
Follow along right here on Madison's home of the Bucks, 100.5 ESPN.
All right, Jesse. What has your research led you to believe about the NFC North?
So let's compare the other projected win totals for the other teams in the NFC North. The Packers at 10.5 wins. We have placed our wager for the over at plus 120. Longest odds to hit the over for any of the teams in the NFC North. If you wanted to bet the Packers under on 10.5 wins, minus 145 the odds on that one. So that's also the heaviest favorite of what's projected to happen. The Detroit Lions are also at 10.5 projected wins. That's the over-under line. The over at minus 105 for the Lions, so that's actually favored to happen. The under at minus 115. So they're pretty much like right on 10.5 wins is how the odds makers see them, while the Packers may skew just a little bit less. So you said it would come down to the Packers and the Lions to win the NFC North, Tausch. That's what the odds makers, at least here at the Hard Rock Sportsbook, say is going to come down to those two teams. They have the 2 highest projected win totals in the NFC North.
I feel, not validated by that, but that obviously, there's a reason that these places set lines and do the things that they do. It's because that's what their research and that's how things shake out. They're not always right, and especially at this time of the year, there's a lot of variables that can change things. But for the most part, you start looking at this, and the math just makes sense. And the big storyline, obviously, that gets the most attention, especially in this state, is the fact that people view the Bears as last year. Now, I don't want to say fluky because that's not fair to them, but they won games in ways that just aren't sustainable over the course of a long season the next year, especially when their schedule gets tougher because they won the division. They're going to need to get a lot better, and I think they know that they need to get a lot better, and I think their quarterback knows they need to get a lot better, and when you factor all of that in, can they do it? We'll find out. But Hard Rock Casino Rockford doesn't view it that they're going to get a lot better. And I agree. I tend to agree with where they have these numbers set. How they view these 4 teams in this division is pretty much exactly how I view it as well.
I'm sure we're going to spend a little more time talking about the Chicago Bears coming up. So they are projected at 9.5 wins. The over plus 110, the under minus 130. And then the Minnesota Vikings, 8.5 wins, the over at +115, the under at -1.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time because I have my beliefs, and I believe that the star power of the Green Bay Packers is as good as there is in this division when you just talk about the star players. You disagree?
No, I hadn't thought of it in those terms. That's a really good way to try and think about it, though.
Okay, well, explain.
Well, all right, so who are the Viking stars? Who are Caleb Williams has been crowned, much like Packers fans crowned Jordan Love, who, again, I got GB shareholder in the YouTube comments. Wrong, Jason. When Love has struggled, it is mainly on the O-line collapsing like in the playoff game in the second half. Again, no one is accusing Jordan Love of being a bad quarterback other than Adam Schein 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But, take me through the games where you got done with the game and got, God, he really carried them today. It doesn't
4 quarters. I don't have many.
Right, and I'm not saying that's – he doesn't have to be that guy every week. And, frankly – the fact that the Packers relied on Aaron Rodgers to do that as often as they did.
Do we need to start getting that as his contract value continues to take up cap space?
That's my issue, and that's why I struggle, because then there are those that think I don't like him or I'm rooting against, and I want him to succeed.
I know, but I'm asking you, do we need more?
I think that's fair. Don't you think that's fair?
I totally think that's fair.
And I struggle with this portion of the fan base that always wants to give him a crutch and always wants to prop him up. I think if you talk to Jordan, and we will at some point during OTAs, I think he would say that this is a year that I really want to elevate my game this year. He said, when he gave away his cleats in Appleton a couple of months ago, and he said, I only had 23 touchdown passes. Now, yeah, he had the concussion against the Bears, and then he didn't play the following week against Baltimore. And then, unfortunately for those of us that were covering that critical regular season finale, he was the backup in uniform watching Clayton Tune get tuned up by that defense. So that's 2.5, 2 3/4 games he didn't play in. But he was like, if he's going to give away cleats based on touchdowns, he was actually disappointed in himself he only had 23. So I don't think he needs fans to prop him up. He wants more than what he's delivered. And he had a high passer rating. He was 5th in the league in passer rating. But I think he knows he needs to elevate. I think it's not harsh or unfair to say that about him.
Yeah. And for this team to take the next step and not be a one-and-done 7-seater, he will. He has to. There's now, I think, more defined roles for who he's going to have as his wideouts. I think you're going to see, obviously, Tucker Kraft when he's back. That's going to be – there's not going to be a ton of excuses for Jordan. People will say, O-line. Well, you have to scheme and also figure some things out on that front, and that's always going to be a question mark. But as far as – star power, and you have a first-round wideout that everybody is expecting to take a big jump, and maybe he's not going to be a star. Who's the biggest star right now in the NFC North? It's Micah Parsons.
It is Micah Parsons.
Yeah. And I don't think it's close.
I don't think
so. All right, who's next? JJ?
Yeah.
Yes.
He's got a quarterback that he doesn't even know who's going to throw it to him. He's asking for competition at that spot. So Micah Parsons doesn't need
Aiden
anyone
Hutchinson
else.
Next?
Amon-Ra St. Brown? Caleb?
You can't – as much as Bears fans want Caleb Williams to be viewed as better than Jordan.
Caleb Williams is the third best quarterback in the NFC North.
Correct. And so look, you can't complete 57.6% of your passes and be a star.
So the Packers have the biggest star in their division.
I would agree.
Yeah.
All right. You could argue who's the next biggest star for the Green Bay Packers. Is it Tucker Kraft? Because I'm sure Detroit would say their tight end is just as good.
Mm-hmm. Sam Laporta.
I don't think anyone else. I mean, the Bears are probably getting to the point where they think that Loveland could be, but I think they realize when Tucker's healthy, that's not the case. Jordan Love and Goff, I think, are very similar quarterbacks as we sit here right now. I don't think either could say definitively that they're better than the other. Jordan has more of an upside, but Jared has done it longer. So I don't even know who's next. I think it's such a big gap between Micah and anyone else. Then Justin Jefferson, I think, would be second. Stars are who make the big plays there. And I think Justin Jefferson, without having a quarterback that consistently can get him the football, his shine, pun intended, is dimmed.
Shine on the quarterback, throwing the ball to him.
It is dimmed by that. So we're always going to say our star players make the big plays in the big-time games. We have the biggest star. Where the rest of those guys, Jordan Love needs to, and we're doing the show next year at this point, it needs to be clear-cut that Jordan Love is next for the Packers to take the jump that they want.
Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to get to the...
Who are we missing? Is there a running back? I guess Gibbs. I would probably put Gibbs third in this mix.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, we don't like him, but he's pretty good.
Yeah, but I think...
Is he that much better than... I mean, he would be our number one.
Easily.
Not easily.
He'd be the number one on every team.
I'm just a bigger
Minnesota.
Christian Watson fan than you are.
That's because you didn't compare him to Alan Lazard. I would also say that you're right about Gibbs. Gibbs is the bigger star for that team. I would think...
No, he's the bigger star. If you put him on Green Bay, he's the number one offensive weapon.
Right. I agree. So I'm saying that our ranking should be Parsons, Jay Jettis, Gibbs as the stars in the division. I think.
Do the Bears even have anybody that they'd put in?
They'd say Caleb.
Yeah, but they wouldn't. I mean, they know better at this point. Caleb has been, again, I don't want to take anything away from what he did late in games.
No, I would agree.
But I can't put him ahead of either of those other two quarterbacks right now, and neither can they. Not if they're trying to be straight.
We will continue this conversation in the 10 o'clock hour, which will kick off after I tell you about Walney Legal Group. As you may have heard, Paula's mom lost her partner a couple months ago, and we've been dealing with all the aftermath of him not having all of his affairs in order. Well, he's not the only one. 84% of people do not have the appropriate current planning documents where you can just set them and forget them. And I'm among the 84% too, and I have taken that on as a challenge to get my act together, and Walney Legal Group is helping me through that process. I'm working on my intake form. I'm working on all the different accounts that I have to line up. Everything that I have to do, they're going to make it nice and easy because that's what Walney Legal Group specializes in. Estate planning, wills, trusts, probate, elder care, and special needs planning. And they offer a customized, personalized experience instead of the cookie-cutter, one-size-fits-all solutions that you find elsewhere. They call it an uncomfortable necessity, and that's the perfect phrase for it. But they make it smooth, easy, and as painless as possible. As you know, I've had several of our fans reach out wanting to know more. Well, here's what you need to do. Just go to the website, walneylegal.com, to start the conversation. That's WALNY legal.com. Lawyering the way it should be with Walney Legal Group. The 10 o'clock hour starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut, and when you look around right now, everything seems to be extra expensive in the world, except this. Right now, get a large 3-topping pizza for just $10 at Pizza Hut. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust, crispy and golden outside, soft and fluffy inside, finished with garlic parm seasoning. Available for delivery or carryout. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut, feed good times, and remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
This is Derek Engler. You're listening to a Good Karma Brands radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison. This is Owen Dimpf with your Sports Center update, brought to you by Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison for generations. Check them out at 220 State Street and online at goodmansjewelers.com. The Milwaukee Brewers fell to the Minnesota Twins 5-4 yesterday in the series finale, but the Brewers still managed to capture the series with their wins on Friday and Saturday. The Brewers currently sit at second place in the NL Central Division with a 26-18 record, and tonight they have the current first place Chicago Cubs on their hands. The two rivals square off in Chicago at Wrigley Field for the next 3 nights, and it'll be the first time since the Brewers knocked the Cubs out of the playoffs last fall. Brewers broadcaster Jeff Levering joined the Saturday Scramble and gave his thoughts on the upcoming rivalry games.
I think that these games with the Cubs are always emotionally charged. They're always fun. And I think these two teams match up very well. And after the Brewers knocked out the Cubs last year in the postseason, and you better believe that they're going to have revenge on their minds over the course of the regular season.
First pitch tonight is scheduled for 6:40 with the pregame show starting at 6:05 right here on 100.5 ESPN. Wilde and Tausch continues next.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 10 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch starts right on time at 10:13. Live from Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Now, that's only a 2-minute break at the top of the hour. Does that mean on this next break you'll be headed back to the sportsbook for another ticket to punch?
Tausch is pretty hot on the Jordan Love MVP situation, so we will have to go check that one out, I'm sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Jason kind of talked me off it a little bit, and $1,500 compared to $2,500 last year.
It's 1,000 difference.
Plus, I feel like if Minnesota beats Green Bay in the opener, like I think might happen, that number will climb. So I might.
So you think you still want to wager it, just not right now?
I don't think at this value, the same as Stafford. Caleb Williams?
Well, in fairness,
he's got the same odds as Caleb Williams.
He's actually got worse odds.
Josh Allen is the favorite at plus 550. Lamar Jackson plus 650. Those are by far the top two. Then you've got 3 quarterbacks. Joe Burrow, Patrick Mahomes, who's missing a bunch of time, theoretically, and Justin Herbert are all plus 1,000. I don't know why Herbert's that high, but he is. Caleb Williams
got a new offensive coordinator.
Caleb Williams and Matthew Stafford at plus 1,400, then Jordan Love at plus 1,500. So Caleb Williams actually has better odds to be the NFL MVP here at the Hard Rock Sportsbook than Jordan Love does.
Who has longer odds that would be appealing in any way?
Jalen Hurts, because of the unsportsmanlike factor that I heard last week. Where
I didn't realize Evan could move lines.
Well, if the Eagles are good, which I think most expect they will continue to be good.
Yeah, they'll be good.
And if they, say they're in contention for the 1 seed in the NFC, which they typically have been over the last few years, if Jalen Hurts has a really solid season, he'll be in the discussion of, he hasn't won an MVP yet. He hasn't been really in the conversation for an MVP yet. Is he as the quarterback for one of the best teams in football over the last 5 or 6 years worthy of being in the MVP conversation? So that's why I think that's an appealing situation to look at.
All right, so what you're telling me is that you guys are going to get up and go to the sportsbook and not wager now on MVP, so you're going to have to find something else. Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not going to go Jordan Love MVP at this point. I think there's going to be better. Wow. I think it would be better down the road than what it is right now.
Yeah, I agree.
I guess in fairness, we can't just run back what we did last year. Like, we swung and missed on our 3 last year, so we should mix in a new one.
I remember you guys putting the 9.5 over bet down while we were here and thinking, I feel really good about that. Easy. And then I remember they win their 9th game to improve to 9-3-1 and thinking, well, that's an easy peasy.
They got 5 more games.
And they never won another game. Well, they had 4 more regular season.
They gave in on one of them. Yeah, that's the beauty of this whole deal.
Beauty is an interesting word.
No, it is. Yeah. I mean, everybody would do it and it'd be easy if it was, that's lock stock. Well, it's not.
Yep.
Things happen. And that Broncos game, obviously, we've mentioned numerous times throughout this offseason, was a huge turning point for a lot of things. And unfortunately, it went against us, not our way. But as we've been sitting here, thinking about this Lions and Vikings and Bears, oh my, I just keep coming back to not only the star players part of it, but where we would rank, because I don't remember who put the tweet out about the quarterback rankings, and the big question mark is Caleb or Jordan Love, and I know I had my battles with Cap back in the last season with who you'd rather have, and he blasphemized me. Oh, every scout in the league would take Caleb Williams, and I don't believe that. At the price point they're at, yes. Caleb Williams is going to be a $70+ million quarterback when they have to sign him. And all of a sudden changes that math too. But it just made me start thinking where we're at ranked-wise positions in our division. And where are we 100% the best? Like, no doubt we are the top. This position group is top. Safety is the only one I could say for certain the Green Bay Packers are the best safety group in the NFC North. I can't say that about any other spot.
Yeah.
Help me.
No, I don't think you can either.
And that makes me wonder, am I going, listen, man, I'm a homer. I have never said I'm not. I am wanting this team to win. I like to, it just makes everything better. But I also look at things in a realistic way. And I have to start wondering, like, am I missing something? What am I missing? 10.5 wins is a lot.
It is.
How many other teams have 11+? Who has more wins than the Green Bay Packers projected in the entire league?
Go check that during the break.
I would guess. Research. I don't even know if Buffalo would. Who are your heavy favorites to go win? The Seahawks. 10.5 wins in that division?
Rams.
10.5 wins in that division?
Denver, maybe.
10.5 wins
in this economy.
I like 10.5 wins out of 17. That is a lot. Now, obviously, teams are going to do it, but I'm thinking, where are we dominant? Where are we dominant?
That's a great question, especially when you think about the area where you're most concerned offensively.
Like, I think our O-line would probably, after last season, we're not going to be ranked 1 in this division. I don't know where we'd rank.
And if it short circuits, it influences how a variety of other positions on the offensive side of the football function. Obviously, it all starts up front. So the fact that that's your major concern should also factor into your thought process. I feel like this has been I don't want to call it downtrodden type vibe, but I've talked you out of the MVP vote. And now you're starting to think, I don't know how I feel about over on 10.5 wins.
Well, I don't know how I feel. 10.5 is a lot. Jesse, no, I did not put in on this one.
Yeah,
this is all Jeff.
I went rogue on this.
Oh, wait, so this does not?
Yeah, that's
you went 10.5 over yourself.
That's mine.
Okay, so Tausch is not involved in that.
That belongs to me.
And I still like this team to win the division. And a lot of it has to do with, I think the schedule is super favorable, the way it lines up. But that can change tomorrow.
Adam Schein disagrees with you.
Jets.
What you and Adam Schein should both be able to agree upon is how great American Family Insurance is.
Well, American Family Insurance is always a great call. I've been around this game for a while, and I'll tell you, having the right people in your corner makes all the difference. That's what you get with American Family Insurance. Local agents who understand what you've built and who help you protect it with the right home and auto coverage, all at the right price. So when life throws something your way, you're ready. Get a quote or find an agent at amfam.com. Insure carefully and dream fearlessly with American Family Insurance.
We roll on live from Hard Rock Casino Rockford. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Have you noticed all the roofing signs in your neighborhood due to the hail damage?
Most of those asphalt roofs have to be replaced.
Most metal roofs do not.
So if you're tired of yard signs and replacing shingles,
consider a Suita metal roof.
I'm Mike.
And Mary Suita. Enjoy the long-lasting architectural strength and beauty of a Suita metal roof.
SWITA metalroofing.com.
Suita Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
Vortex Golf makes rangefinders for serious golfers who need an accurate number every time. With 3 options, the Blade, Blade Slope, and Anarch, there's a Vortex rangefinder that fits your game. Crystal clear optics and features like image stabilization keep you steady in big moments. Plus, every Vortex Golf product is backed by a no-questions-asked lifetime warranty. If you're looking for an accurate number every time, Vortex Golf belongs on your bag. Grab yours and everything you need for golf season in Wisconsin at Shields.com.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. Well, you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Brewers fans, cheer for the crew with jewelry that's always a hit.
At Chalmers Jewelers, we're proud to be an official retailer of Milwaukee Brewers jewelry for fans who know diamonds aren't just on the field.
Prices start at just $40. That's almost less than a beer and a hot dog at the stadium.
Nothing says Brewers fan like jewelry that hits a home run.
Chalmers Jewelers in Middleton
and Madison. Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Need new tires? For a limited time at Zimbrick Honda, you can buy 3 tires and get the 4th for only $1. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Porch season is calling, and Carbless has the answer. Introducing the new limited release Lemon Iced Tea Vodka 4-pack. It's the bright, refreshing taste of lemon iced tea with smooth vodka, no carbonation, and that bold Carbless flavor you know and love. A little nostalgic, a little unexpected, and absolutely made for summer. From backyard barbecues to weekends at the lake, this is the can you'll want in hand. Get the new Carbless Lemon Iced Tea Vodka 4-pack before it's gone. Go to drinkcarbless.com to find Carbless brand new flavor near you and grab it while you can.
When you or a loved one are faced with an unexpected injury or illness, Stoughton Health's urgent care is there for you. Stoughton Health has 4 convenient urgent care locations for the care you need without the wait. We have urgent care locations in Stoughton, Oregon, McFarland, and Cottage Grove with extended hours to fit your schedule. Stoughton Health accepts over 160 insurances, including Dean Health Plan, Quartz, Humana, and more. Please visit stoughtonhealth.com for more information. Stoughton Health, creating excellence together.
We're on the Packers.
This team is going to be better than what they were last year.
Because we're on Wisconsin Sports.
You may have Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, and Tucker Kraft all together for the first time since 2024.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN.
Tausch, you have returned from the sports book. Or did you just use the
I did. No, I went to the sports book. I like Green Bay to win the NFC.
Oh, Super Bowl.
You left here unsure of 10.5 wins and the over.
Oh, snap.
You're back now.
Well, I think you can win.
Winning the conference.
What happened over there?
Because the numbers.
Was Matt LaFleur over there?
The numbers dictate it. They have 3 NFC West teams ahead of Green Bay, and then Green Bay is next.
I have the list. Winning the NFC, which I did like this one when I saw it this morning. So winning the NFC.
You guys are on the same page then.
The Los Angeles Rams plus 400 to win the NFC. Those are the best odds.
Disrespect for the Seahawks.
The Seahawks, the reigning Super Bowl champions, plus 500. Yep. So they don't even have the best odds to win the Super Bowl in their own division, and they're the reigning champs.
Mm-hmm.
The San Francisco 49ers are third in the NFC at plus 800. So of all the NFC teams to win the conference, 3 come from the NFC West, which is pretty wild.
Mm-hmm.
The Packers then are fourth at plus 850, followed by the Eagles and the Lions at plus 900. For those wondering, the Bears and Cowboys with the same odds next at plus 1,300 to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that's why I like it. It was that was the differentiator. 3 teams ahead of them, all from the same division. That means 2 of those 3 aren't going to have a ton of home games in the playoffs, and that they're going to probably beat each other up. So I just am looking at it and saying I think if Green Bay can get by Detroit and win that division, I think their chances of winning the NFC as a whole are in a really good spot. Worth it to get double what it would cost to get the Rams. That, to me, is why I like it.
So we can agree that while all of the NFC North teams finished last season above 500, and it is a legitimately competitive division, it is not the best division in the NFC.
No, the NFC West is the best division.
Even though Arizona will be with first-year head coach Mike LaFleur and a new starting quarterback who's not really new, and Jacoby Brissett, they are still distant fourth.
Adam Schein's got them beating the Packers, though.
I don't want to underestimate how difficult the work is for the Packers in their division. Like we're shining, no pun intended.
That was pun intended. Get out of here.
Pun very much intended. Yeah. We're shining the NFC West. The NFC North is no slouch, though.
No, they're not.
And it'll be interesting to see where the Packers land, because, like you said, if they could finish third in the division and be the 6th or 7th seed, right? Division winner, the second place team is the 5th seed, and the Packers are the 3rd seed. That, again, makes for a very difficult playoff.
And I think we always look at this and think, well, this is because last year's how it went. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those 3 teams takes a step back. I don't know which one it will be. I don't think the Rams' schedule is a bear.
Think it's the Bears.
No, I'm talking in the NFC West.
Rams, Seahawks, 49ers.
Right. One of those teams won't make the playoffs. And I wouldn't be shocked if somebody in the NFC South elevates themselves and
like the Saints
takes a big step and all of a sudden sneaks in that 6 or 7 spot because they're going to be playing each other a lot more. And I wouldn't be shocked if Tampa takes a big drop down. And if you see Carolina and the Saints battling it out, or the Falcons, that's the beauty of this. We don't know. We don't know which games are going to be the difficult ones, and that's where I think even though I like the Packers to sweep through that division, you just don't know. And that's why we're all as intrigued by it as we are. What I do know is I think Green Bay, when they get all their guys back, should look a lot more like the team that lost to Denver than what we saw losing to the Chicago Bears twice. And if that's the case, I feel really good about where this team's going to go.
So let's not that this is a place that you want to go, but we were talking about the offensive line a little bit earlier, and Jennifer in Middleton says, old T.
Yep,
that's you.
Sorry for pessimistic question, but all 5 offensive line starters have a question attached to them. If Goody ends up being 0 for 5 on his gamble, what is our record? So whether it's because of the offensive line or not, let's entertain a worst-case scenario here for a moment. What does that look like, and how likely is it that we could be closer to the worst-case scenario of, say, being the team in the division that misses the playoffs versus being the team that's playing to win the NFC and let you cash your ticket?
Yeah, if the O-line stinks, they're a 7 or 8 win team. Now, if the O-line is average, they could get to that 10, 11. If the O-line elevates and Jordan Morgan is the guy and Zach Tom is healthy and Sean Ryan elevates himself and Aaron Banks just plays to the level of what he did at the end of last season, that's when you start getting excited about this team. That group is going to dictate where this team goes, along with then that allowing Jordan Love to, get to the place where he wants to go. It always comes back to that. So there's a lot of question marks. I agree with Jennifer. I don't know what the answers are going to be. I know that Jordan Morgan has the skill set to be a good left tackle. I don't know if he's going to be. Neither do the Green Bay Packers.
No, they don't.
So the worst-case scenario, I think, is if they struggle, you're still going to be good enough and creative enough to figure out ways to win some games, but you're not going to be good enough to win the division. And that would be, I think, where I have their floor at probably 8 wins, and I have their ceiling at probably 14. How that O-line comes together is going to be that delta of 6.
And I would disagree with
delta. You see that delta of 6? That's a dropping some knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay.
With Jennifer's point, there's also a 6th factor there, which is if they have injuries, is their depth good enough to fill in for those guys?
Who's injured?
All right. Let's use the old campyism of broken chin strap or
Tucker Kraft.
No, I'm talking about just the offensive line.
No, I'm saying if you lose any of those guys for an extended period of time, I don't know where or how you replace them.
Like if let's say Jordan Morgan is the guy and he plays really well, he is also, he missed most of his rookie season with a shoulder injury. Let's say that crops up again and he's sidelined. We don't even know who their left tackle is if he's out.
He's not on the team.
Right. So if that's the case, if Sean Ryan gets hurt, is Jacob Monk or the Jagger bomb up to being the starter? Who knows? We have no evidence on really either one of them. The guard play, again, is Jagger Burton going to be able to play as a rookie 5th-round pick if Belton gets – not only do I not love their starting lineup, which I know we've talked about a lot, and we talk about it with Bulaga, not only is that group unproven as a group of 5, but beyond that, the fact that you are so quick to say what you did, and I agree with it, that their backup left tackle isn't on the roster yet, I don't love the idea of starting OTAs next week not having a true backup left tackle.
Not yet. That doesn't mean somebody in that group, and we all just assume that Belton's going to be the right guard. And I think it's a really wise assumption, but that doesn't mean that's how it's going to shake out. We all thought Sean Ryan was going to be the guard. We all thought Jordan Morgan was going to be a left tackle. That's not how it shook out last year. Belton is a big body. They drafted him as a tackle. He played guard last year. He's going to get every opportunity to do it. What if Jagger Burton is a stud and he's that guy? Everybody's raving about Monk. Maybe Monk can step up and say, hey, I'm good enough to play center, and then we can move Sean Ryan back to right guard. And all of a sudden then Belton can be your swing tackle. Zach Tom's not healthy. Belton can play. I don't think that's lock stock. Everybody just assumes, hey, these are our 5. Yeah, for now. Things can change. Young players can elevate, and all of a sudden these coaches and general managers, they're going to look and say, well, we need to give this kid more opportunities to play. Here's the spot we're going to play him. And then, like what happened to Jordan Morgan, maybe you end up getting kind of left in the lurch a little bit, and you're going to be our swing guy, or you're going to be our in case of emergency guy. That could easily happen too.
We will get further into some of the other notes that Jesse has taken down. I see he's looking at Steelers win projections.
There's some news over the weekend. Probably should talk about that. Significant news.
What did I miss? Never mind. I'm kidding. What you should not miss is if you've been injured in an accident, there's only one call. I saw billboards all the way down here. I took the Milwaukee route instead of through Madison, and I regretted it. I should not have trusted Google Maps. I should have trusted my gut like you guys do with, like 565 Analytics used to be before they were disbanded by their owner.
Shut doors.
Shuttered, yes, exactly. But I saw David Gruber's face a bunch on the drive down, and that's because he is the best in the business, and so is his team. So go to gruber-law.com to find out more. Find out more about the great lawyers that are there, how the process works. It's quick and it's easy. And on top of that, all the great things that David and his family do in our communities. But most importantly, he wins. If you've been injured, he's going to win for you. Gruber Law offices. One call, that's all. 414-276-6666. 414-276-6666. Make the call. More Wilde and Tausch straight ahead. Stick around.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut. Now you know I've loved Pizza Hut going back to the days when I was a kid participating in their legendary Book It program. I loved it then, and I love enjoying Pizza Hut, making new memories with my family now. It's also safe to say things were a lot less expensive when I was a kid, and everything seems to be extra expensive right now, except this. At Pizza Hut, you can get a large 3-topping pizza for just $10. You can try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust, crispy and golden outside, soft and fluffy inside, and finished with a garlic parm seasoning. Available for delivery or carryout. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. A great meal to feed the whole family for just $10. Yep, that still exists. Feed good times with a large 3-topping pizza for just $10 right now at Pizza Hut. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
This is our crew.
And a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Would you like fries with that?
Every pitch, every strike, every hit.
To high drive, deep right, fair, and gone!
Hear the call of every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Jumped up, Jackson Chario brought it back! Oh, ho, ho!
You're listening to Madison's home of the Brewers, 100.5 ESPN.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
Every event tells a story, from the first impression to the final moments. Have someone guide your guests through every chapter the way you want the story told. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With a strong presence, great voices, and an award-winning team, trust us to guide, direct, and inform your guests through all the different chapters of the day. For fun, memorable entertainment for any event, please visit us at celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breese Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
I'm sure you feel the weather. You deserve better windows and doors. At Siding Unlimited, we install top-of-the-line wood, vinyl, and fiberglass windows with options to fit your style, color, and design choices. Built for energy efficiency, installed by our professional craftsmen at Siding Unlimited. Siding Unlimited, experience, integrity, craftsmanship. Stop by our amazing Madison showroom and visit sidingunlimited.com today.
Ben Brust here for the Princeton Club. If you're looking for your better tomorrow, you know where to go. It's the Princeton Club. If you're looking to grow, it's also the Princeton Club, because they will cheer for you in all areas of your life. The best way to do that is to start a foundation of having a healthy body, and your growth will start from there. With the cleanest health clubs in Wisconsin, they provide everything for you to reach your goals. Start your better tomorrow today and grow in all areas of your life at the Princeton Club. Join for a better tomorrow.
Steady. Ah, I hit my thumb.
What's up, Madison? It's Stacy from Bruner Realty. Did you swear that you'd get that house project done ages ago and now it's causing you real pain? From leaky faucets to light fixtures, let our handyman team at Bruner Realty fix it all. Fast, friendly, and without the agony. We take care of it so you don't have to. Visit fixedbybrunner.com. That's fixedbybrunner.com.
We're on the Badgers.
I think what jumped out to me first and foremost was Fickell's energy and his passion.
Because we're on Wisconsin sports.
I'd say that's only increased as I've had a chance to sit down with him more.
This is 100.5 ESPN.
Wilde and Tausch rolls on from Hard Rock Casino Rockford, where we're packing them in. You know, we really do need that Wednesday half off your lunch if you're 55 and over. I think that really boosts our attendance.
Okay.
And it's a Monday, but it's still very busy out on the floor. And Jesse is promising a historic musical act. Are you okay?
Pick up your feet there, Rumpelstiltskin.
We're good. We're good. We made it.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin.
Did he not pick up his feet?
He needed to.
Felt like that day I tripped with my lunchbox flying into the tree just now.
It was something.
Not my most coordinated effort. There is a big-time debut musical performance.
You're winded.
Happening here. I wasn't hurry to get back. Happening here at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Today.
About 1 hour from right now, live on Wilde and Tausch.
I can't.
Chris Rock.
Big-time debut musical performance.
I listened to the rest of that Kevin Hart roast. Roast, great walking video.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah.
Not for me.
Temptation Island, no. Gotta watch. If you're going to Temptation Island, you have to watch.
Why is that?
That might be because it's intriguing video. So there's a fine line between, I think our show, you could walk.
We're a radio show that became
understand.
a YouTube show. Of course you can do that.
I'm telling you, like that and other podcasts that are more audio-based. But I'm just trying to think of different shows.
Other podcasts that are more audio-based.
The Weakest Link could be a walking TV show.
Wheel of Fortune, no. Jeopardy, yes. Hey, Jeopardy.
Yeah, Jeopardy, you
Jeopardy,
can listen.
but they do the video.
Yeah.
Well, that would only be 2 questions.
Price is Right, I think we need to do a video. I want to see what they're putting up there. Right?
You know, you're such a revolutionary in so many ways. But in this one, it's just so far off. The going back to the old days of Little Orphan Annie presented by Ovaltine, I just don't get it. I don't. Like, there are so many podcasts that you could just listen to on your walking.
Potentially.
As opposed to listening to a television show and hoping that you can
You tell me
envision
how it's any different than you. Oh, I don't watch the shows. I have it on for background noise. It's the same thing for me. How is it any different?
Well, that's because it's like reruns from the
because
early
I'm not
2000s.
watching.
No,
I do not watch shows that I haven't seen before. I do not have them on because if it was something, I'd be following the plot and watching the show.
You constantly say, "I just have it on for background
I do.
noise." So no,
same with sports, but I don't care enough about the teams that are playing to actually watch. Occasionally, I'll look up. But you, again, what is it? Homeland.
So you're watching a live game. And you don't care?
Like, I didn't care about the Pistons and the Cavs.
Well, neither did the Pistons.
I set you up there.
Thank you.
But, it was fine for while I was working.
Okay.
But, again, if I'm watching Homeland,
Great
it's
show.
Very good.
Sounds like it.
I'm holding on. I'm debating because I'm in that ending of the season 1. I kind of feel like I want to watch it rather than watch and listen. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet.
You're going to want to watch it.
Probably.
We'll talk more about Aaron Rodgers' return to the NFL.
How about that? It's a done deal.
If you would have said, how long have those two been gone? 7 years? Did you ever think this would happen again?
No.
Mike McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers
Working
together again, reunited like Peaches and Herb. No, I would have never seen that coming. I mean, he didn't exactly.
What is the best case scenario for those two?
Win the division, reach the divisional round.
I mean, win the Super Bowl. Play the Packers in the Super Bowl. A rematch of Packers-Steelers when they won it with Green Bay.
I think he was asking realistic.
Yeah. It could get hot.
I don't think that they are a Super Bowl roster.
No.
I think they brought Mike McCarthy in to get them to be higher.
They have more stars than we do.
Aging stars?
But stars. They do.
They are projected at 8.5 wins.
Yeah.
The over at plus 115, the under at minus 140. The Steelers
Third best odds to win the division.
Yes, third best in the AFC North, and they are very
Only
distantly.
Cleveland's are worse?
Yes, Cleveland's way back. Baltimore's a heavy favorite to win the AFC North.
All right, let me ask you this. I think, and Evan brought this up, I was listening to Unsportsmanlike driving down the short 57-minute drive from Madison to Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
So you didn't listen to Homeland on the drive?
No, I did not. He thinks that this reunion is much more for Packer fans than for Steelers fans. They're more invested. I agree with him. I do think so.
I get the sense Steelers fans aren't particularly
I don't
thrilled
think they
with
like
either
it at
one
all.
of them being there.
What is, as a Packer fan, if Green Bay doesn't win it, are you rooting for these two to win the whole dang thing?
Whole shooting match? Yeah. I think it'd be great.
You think Packer fans agree because enough time has passed and how it's all played. They would love, if Green Bay doesn't win the World Championship, the next best thing would be Aaron Rodgers and the Pittsburgh Steelers winning? I don't know, Jim. You think so?
If McCarthy and Rodgers win it and Rodgers walks off his career winning a Super Bowl with Mike McCarthy in Pittsburgh, that would feel
then
like
they have the same amount of championships in 1 year in Pittsburgh as they did in 17 in Green Bay. We'd swallow that and be content?
You would feel good about it, yeah. You would
okay.
You would feel like it's a nice way for that story to end. Because
really?
I would.
Boy, I don't know.
I think it would be a full turn moment for Rodgers to reunite with McCarthy after he got fired in Green Bay with 4 games left in that season, and the way things ended for Rodgers in Green Bay. If he comes full circle, reunites with Mike, buries that hatchet, wins over Packers fans, go on an underdog.
And then Rodgers
run.
ends up going. He's never going to retire, but I still see Favre wearing purple everywhere. He'd have the same amount of championships in Green Bay as in Pittsburgh? That wouldn't leave a salty wound? Boy, I don't know, Jim.
Because it's not a division rival and because McCarthy's the coach. That makes
Boy,
it different.
I just don't know.
If he just won it in Pittsburgh like last year, no, that wouldn't feel the
And
same.
then Rodgers says this championship means more than anything because nobody counted on me.
Well, now let's get
there's more story.
Yes.
It's not just the cute little
awful
buttoned
specific
up.
hypothetical.
There is, because what irritated me as someone that played with Brett is that he said that this Minnesota Vikings team was his greatest team he's ever played for.
He's having the most fun he's ever had.
Most fun. And then if he wins, he is the first quarterback in the history of the Vikings. Now, obviously, Pittsburgh's history is stronger than Minnesota's.
Correct. I was just about to bring
that up. But that left a mark with some of us that played with him. I know that for a fact. And I was never happier with seeing someone lose than seeing the Vikings. A, because I just never liked the Vikings. But B, that whole thing, had they won, that would have stung. I don't think there's enough guys around. I think there is enough time. But I think that narrative and how it would be portrayed with the Packers win or the Steelers winning with the same cast, although they are now in their Golden Girl era, I think there's an issue there. I do.
So, first of all, I think this is a moot point. I do not think the Steelers, even in a best-case scenario, are winning a Super Bowl this season.
No.
Now, I would be curious if they were to go 12-5 and reach the divisional round or the AFC championship game. Would that be enough to get Mike McCarthy to want to coax another year out of then 44-year-old Aaron Rodgers?
You think Aaron believes he can win a championship with this?
I think Aaron Rodgers believes he can do anything. Like, Aaron Rodgers will continue to tell you to this day that had he been put in the same situation in San Francisco, he would have had the same success he had in his career, even though when you look at the way that all played out, he sat for 3 years.
I agree with him on that.
Okay, so despite having Alex Smith having 5 offensive coordinators in 6 years, despite all the dysfunction that the 49ers of that era had, they win a Super Bowl with Rodgers as their quarterback. He plays right away, unlike sitting, and has that's great. As a competitor, I want him to think that way. As a realist, I'm not sure I believe him or agree with him.
He would not have been Alex Smith
No, he would have been better than Alex Smith, but would he have had significantly more success? With the 49ers have won a Super Bowl had they drafted him?
Yes.
He could have gotten the crap kicked out of him the first couple of years and not been the same player either, right? There's a lot of variables there. So, but that's neither here nor there. My point is that I'm sure he believes that even at the ripe old age of 43, he will be able to elevate that team. You don't think?
I think he feels like he can elevate it. I don't know if he feels like he could win a whole championship with him. He's a pretty smart guy.
And is he a realist?
Yeah.
So then why is he back? Because he doesn't need a $25 million.
It's a good question. When you go out to Pittsburgh to cover that preseason game, you should ask.
Very excited.
Joint practice.
Yes, very much looking forward to that. I'll have to ask.
I'm not even remotely joking. You need to go do that.
Yeah,
and I think you will.
I'm not remotely disagreeing with you.
I don't think any of us is joking about it.
Okay. The majority of Packer fans, they love that storyline so much that they are totally on board with if the Packers don't win the World Championship, they want Mike and Aaron to win it.
I do.
Yes.
We should poll that and see if it can get more than 76 votes.
So, no, I think I kind of agree with you. Polling on here sucks.
You can get more in the YouTube.
I would say yes. The exception would be situationally based. If the Packers are in the NFC Championship and lose a heartbreaker, or if they lose to the Bears in the divisional round, like there's no recipe for that would make anyone feel any better, and everyone would be bitter the rest of the time. And
I would say this, and you're going to think I'm crazy. I think Packer fans would rather see Devontae and the Rams win before they'd want Mike and Rodgers to win.
No.
Because they both got one. I think a lot of us, I didn't play with Devontae. Devontae is awesome.
He is.
Devontae, I think most of us feel like Devontae, even with the Packers last year, I think once we were eliminated, we didn't want to see the Bears win it. And everything else.
We'd like to see him get to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, we weren't mad that John Schneider won another one, even though then that brings the narrative in play that Schneider, if he'd have stayed in Green Bay, like you always got from this side of it.
I was rooting for the Rams after the Packers were out in the NFC last year.
I think there's a heavy load of people that love Devontae and would love to see him get a ring. Maybe not to the same degree. I just don't know. I think there's such a kumbaya attitude because we don't think that they can do it. And all of a sudden, if they start teasing like they could, does that mindset change? I think it would.
I'm intrigued by this question. We can poll it in our 2 YouTube channels because it'll get more votes than Twitter does at this point. But you have to choose between rooting for Big Mike and Aaron or rooting for Davante Adams. And Davante Adams is in the same conference, but we're doing this having already committed to the fact that the Packers are not winning the conference. So that's where you can.
Yeah, it can't be a Super Bowl matchup. Like then, obviously, it's too. Would you rather see, when Mike was with the Cowboys, I was pulling for Mike because there's so many cats there. Now, I am pulling for Pittsburgh to win it because
Campy
and Aaron and Mark Lobot. Like there is a crew of old Packers that I am totally on board with. It'd be awesome to see. I'm just saying, Joe Blow Packer fan.
Joe Blow.
I am curious because I don't know if we want to sit here and have that conversation that it would almost rekindle thoughts of why didn't we get back there with him? We had this matchup when they were both in their primes, and we couldn't get it done. Now, as they're going to be playing canasta and bingo, they're going to go win another world championship? I almost feel like that'd be an indictment on us.
Right. Jesse has put the poll in the field. We'll continue this conversation after Tausch tells us about Annex Wealth Management.
Well, it's hard to keep up with all the different global issues going on these days. A ship got through the Strait of Hormuz. It didn't. I don't know what's going on. On top of that, I'm not sure how all this world news affects our money. Gas prices, inflation, the war in Ukraine. How is that going to change my account balance and what I have planned for my kids, my tax situation, all of those things? If you're looking to learn how to plan and stay on your goal, even with everything that's going on around us, give the people at Annex a call. When they plan, they start by talking with you about what's important and start building from there. Then they rigorously test the plan against hundreds of different scenarios, all sorts of possibilities, to make sure what they're building with you can stand up. Nothing going on to make you 100% calm, everything going on out there. But the experts at Annex will help you with your financial planning. Give them a call or head to annexwealth.com and hit the click started to get going on your planning.
More from Hard Rock Casino Rockford. It's Wilde and Tausch.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the Chicago Cubs.
It is back, Hap at the track at the wall. Bye, baseball! Long live Andrew Vaughn!
Tonight on 100.5 ESPN.
Mark Tauscher here, encouraging you to save money and help save the planet by making an energy switch to Everlight Solar. Whether it's for an upcoming summer vacation, college tuition, in advance of a life-changing purchase, or just because you're financially responsible, everybody is always looking to save money. Well, you can save money and help save the planet by making an energy switch with Everlight Solar. Our family made the switch to solar after looking around for quite some time. At first, we weren't quite sure where to even start. That's when we met the great team over at Everlight Solar. From the very first conversation, they educated us on the benefits of solar while also helping keep the process simple. Join us in saving a ton of money and creating a greener environment for our family and the community by switching to solar. Learn more. Schedule a free consultation at everlightsolar.com. That's everlightsolar.com.
Rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by Steinhoffels. The Memorial Day sale is on now. Save up to 30%. Get a Beauty Sleep mattress for $399. Plus 18 months, 0% financing. Shop now at steinhoffels.com.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. Evan Cohen joined the jump around Thursday afternoon, and he took umbrage with the fact that Barry Alvarez wasn't included on the search committee for Wisconsin's next athletic director.
We have to ask the question, is Wisconsin football successful or is Barry Alvarez successful? If we're saying football is the lifeblood of the university and football is the lifeblood of the sports department, why would Barry Alvarez involved? Because if you care about football first, football's never been good without Barry Alvarez.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your window shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
Every morning starts with questions about what's ahead.
At News 3 Now this morning, we're here to help you start your day ready and informed.
From the weather you need to plan your day,
to what's happening across our community and the 608.
And the consumer information helping you make smarter choices.
From your first cup of coffee
or your third cup to the moment you head out the door.
Wake up with Chris, Kyrie on, Josh Savannah, and Michelle Renee Quinn. News 3 Now this morning, 4:30 to 7 a.m. Weekdays, moving forward.
Hey, it's Riley Yauk. Stay in the know on area high school sports and follow ESPN Madison on social media for Prep Mania on Deck, each week's preview for the top games and events. Prep Mania on Deck is brought to you by Zimbrick Honda, a proud supporter of high school sports and local communities.
Listen to Madison Money Guy every Saturday morning at 7 a.m. on 100.5 ESPN and ESPNWisconsin.com.
I like to refer to inflation as the silent killer. It's an invisible risk. It's just the idea that things get more expensive over time. You're going to need milk and eggs when you're in your early 60s and when you're in your early 80s. You're going to get a loaf of bread, and it's going to be more expensive 20 years from now.
Christian Finfrock is the Madison Money Guy. Call him today at 208-1800.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
To those who've ever dreamt of their perfect event, those dreams are worthy and they are possible. Hi, it's Jeffrey from Celebrations Entertainment. With hard work, passion, and great music, we will make your event dreams a reality. Every event is a labor of love, with one-on-one planning, customization, and flawless execution. Bringing your event to life is what we do. For a fun, memorable event, visit celebrationsentertainment.com. That's celebrationsentertainment.com.
Your state, your teams, your ESPN. The ESPN Wisconsin app. Customizable just to you. Find the ESPN Wisconsin app in the Apple or Android app stores today.
The High Rollers have returned. By the way, I know I asked this the last time we were here, but I don't remember what your answer was. What is Baccarat?
I don't know how to play that game.
That's the door I came in by.
It's basically like blackjack, but you played a 14. And you can bet house, dealer, or tie.
Oh, because there were probably 5 or 6 people playing when I walked in, and I saw the sign.
Odds, the odds on Baccarat are pretty good, relatively speaking.
Better than Jordan Love's MVP odds.
I'm surprised Jordan Love's MVP odds aren't good enough for me to take a flyer on it this year. We didn't do it.
Instead,
there you go.
We have them.
We got them.
Our official wagers. For the
Wait a minute, there's only 2. Didn't you do 3 last year?
Well, I did my own over
but
here.
But you went rogue on that one.
Yeah, so
I'm all right with Jesse going rogue.
If Tausch wants to put his own rogue one on, a Tausch special, he can go ahead and do that. My personal selection was Green Bay Packers over 10.5 wins. I feel pretty good about that one.
What I want to do is go Micah Parsons MVP. It's not available.
I see that on other wagering sites.
There is no other wagering.
I never heard of
It's
them.
only Hard Rock Casino Rockford. I know what you're talking about.
We will make another trip down just to put in Tausch's Micah Parsons Defensive Player of the Year wager. Perhaps.
Yeah, when Dolly Parton comes through. If Dolly Parton ever comes back here, I'm coming.
Would hypothetically plus 800 be a bet that you would take
for MVP?
Yeah.
No.
For Defensive Player of the Year.
Defensive Player of the Year.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Our 2 official wagers for the 2026 Green Bay Packers season at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Can we get a drum roll from the O-Dog?
I don't know if he knows
actually,
where the
do I have enough leeway here to go do that?
I don't think you're supposed to touch that if I were you.
They're looking at you like you shouldn't do that.
That very stern look on her face
right
there.
No touching the drums. Fair enough. You asked for a drum roll. There's literally a drum set behind me.
Oh, that's new. I haven't heard that one before.
$25 at plus 210 for the Green Bay Packers to win the NFC North.
Yeah, I think that's just a safe, solid play that I think is going to pay. But again, we thought that last year. We wanted to take a swing here.
Fans like it.
We're the favorites, along with the Detroit Lions.
Do the fans like it?
I got a thumbs up from one of our Rockford
Thumbs up, a head nod.
Yeah.
I like a head nod.
Yeah, see, I sense some uncertainty.
I like the head
among
nod.
Some.
Jeff and Monroe and his friends are walking away, so they did not like the wager, it would appear.
Or maybe they just need a refill on their soda.
Oh, I guess that could be. They're coming back now. All right. So that's $25 to win $77.50.
That's
if the Green Bay Packers win.
Yeah, that's like your base hit.
That's a safe one.
Yep.
Now, Owen, please.
I'd never heard that before. Where is he coming up with these?
He might be playing it himself. The Green Bay Packers plus 850 to win the NFC and reach the Super Bowl. $75 placed to win how much?
$712.
That is our big boy wager for the 2026.
Then the question is, do we
season.
go even more? That might be where I go rogue to win the whole thing. And I think I'm going to wait. Again, I think where you're going to get your best, if Adam Schein is right and we lose both the opener and the New York Jets, these numbers will explode.
And then it's a better value.
So that's where I'm going to be a little bit – I might pause because I do think we might lose to Minnesota to start the year. But I like both of these. I like both of them. I think while there's question marks, if it wasn't, they'd be heavy favorites to do it, and we wouldn't make any money on it. I really like when you start factoring in where that NFC West is, and if Green Bay is peaking at the right time. That's a lot of ifs.
That was a lot of
ifs. The value there is much better than 10.5 wins. 10.5 wins, too many things can go south. Here, if it goes south, it goes south. But if it doesn't, your payout's that much better.
The one I actually like the least is winning the division. I think
which was the first one you made, and you did it on your own.
That's why we only went 25. That's why we went 25.
I think they're going to win 11 games. But I think Detroit could win 11 or 12 and win the division.
Yeah.
But I think the Packers going to Detroit or any of the NFC West teams in a playoff atmosphere, if everybody's healthy unlike last year, I like their chances. So I actually think they have a better chance of reaching the Super Bowl than they do of winning the NFC North in 2026.
They have a better chance of winning the Super Bowl than they have of winning their division.
Reaching the Super Bowl.
Of reaching the
system. Because I think there could be 2 or 3
They have a better chance of winning their conference than of winning their division.
Yes. That's how I
You guys agree with that? Does that make sense to you?
No.
He's the one guy is trying to convince the other guys that it makes sense.
Yeah, he likes
Well, they're all sitting there.
Well, who are you, Jesse's uncle?
They're all just sitting there saying, leave me alone,
Would you
man.
admit it if you were? Okay.
My mom and dad didn't show up today.
After
all that.
You realize I understand what you're arguing, but to listen to you say the words that you believe the Packers have a better chance of winning the conference than they have of winning their own division, it just seems odd.
Yeah, the Lions are playing a 4th-place schedule. The Packers are playing a 2nd-place schedule. I think the Lions...
That you realize that's a 2-game difference.
Yeah, and I think that's probably going to be the difference in who wins the division and who doesn't.
Jesse's right.
Okay. Did you check any odds regarding the Brewers while you were over there?
Oh, I did.
You have not acted on those odds as of yet?
I'm a little concerned about something tonight because the Brewers play the Cubs tonight. Big one. Wrigley Field, first of 3.
That is a big one.
Rivalry week continues.
Fly the L.
The Cubs in the last few seasons have been notorious for calling a rainout early against the Brewers to reschedule it to make it more difficult for the Brewers later in the season. And with rain coming through today...
Are you accusing malfeasance?
Oh, there have been multiple rainouts at Wrigley Field without a drop of rain coming down.
Wow.
Multiple in the last couple. And last year it made the Brewers play I forget what the number, 20 games in 18 days.
If they can avoid the Miz, they're going to avoid the Miz.
So Miz on the mound tonight. I see the Cubs calling rain out tonight before there's even any rain, or if it's raining there now. I could see them saying, let's just play this again whenever the Brewers come back. That's something slimy that they would do.
O-Dog, mark the tape. If that happens tonight, we're starting the show tomorrow with Jesse's. Well, we might start the show with this either way, especially if Craig Counsell's team plays the game tonight and they emerge victorious and you're really in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Look, you're not going to get better odds, though, even here at Hard Rock Casino Rockford on the Brewers, than you get with Associated Bank and all the great perks that come with your Brewers checking. From 20% off at the Brewers team store to 50% off select home game tickets to express entry through the Associated Bank entrance at AmFam Field to pre-sale access to concerts and other non-baseball events at AmFam Field and savings on the famous Racing Sausages Run and Walk and the Brewers Baseball Academy. You get it all, plus the best customer service in the industry. So go to associatedbank.com/Brewers to find out more. The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch starts in 2 minutes, so stick around.
Don't go anywhere. Another hour of Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, is coming up next on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here. People ask, why did I join UW Credit Union? Well, let's break it down. Convenient local branches, easy-to-use mobile banking app, rewards checking with early payday, and that beautiful Bucky debit card. Also, they've been serving Wisconsin since 1931, which means they have local expertise that's actually local. So stop by a branch or visit uwcu.org to join today and become a UW Credit Union member like I did. Federally insured by NCUA. Terms and conditions apply.
Hi, this is Dave Kane. You're listening to Madison's Home of the Bucks, a good Karma brand radio station, 100.5 ESPN WTLX Monona, Madison.
Broadcasting live from the Everlight Solar Studio, this is your Metro Kia of Madison Sports Center.
Good morning, Madison. This is Owen Dimf with your Sports Center update, brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app, live streaming of your favorite ESPN Wisconsin shows, easy access to ESPN Madison on YouTube, and daily podcasts so you don't ever miss a second. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today. The Milwaukee Brewers fell to the Minnesota Twins 5-4 yesterday in the series finale, but the Brewers still managed to capture the series with their wins on Friday and Saturday. The Brewers currently sit at second place in the NL Central Division with a 26-18 record, and tonight they have the current first place Chicago Cubs. The two rivals square off in Chicago at Wrigley Field for the next 3 nights for the first time since the Brewers knocked the Cubs out of the playoffs last fall. Brewers broadcaster Jeff Levering joined the Saturday Scramble and gave his thoughts on the upcoming rivalry games.
I think that these games with the Cubs are always emotionally charged. They're always fun. And I think these two teams match up very well. And after the Brewers knocked out the Cubs last year in the postseason, and you better believe that they're going to have revenge on their minds over the course of the regular season.
First pitch is scheduled for 6:40 tonight. Wilde and Tausch continues next.
Metro Kia of Madison, Madison's trusted Kia dealer. Stop into Metro Kia on the east side of Madison or metrokiaofmadison.com.
The 11 o'clock hour of Wilde and Tausch. Live from Hard Rock Casino Rockford, where I can see the Pat McAfee show talking at length about their cast member, quasi-cast member. Does he still do their show? Both of their former cast members are working in Pittsburgh now, I suppose. And Adam Schefter talking to them from his car.
I hadn't thought of it that way, yeah.
Aaron Rodgers returns to the Steelers, 1 year, $25 million. He's making, I believe, roughly the same amount as Malik Willis. But it's not about the money.
You know what I bet the Pat McAfee show will not have in their 11 o'clock hour?
Some sort of musical act.
A debut musical performance live on stage at Hard Rock Casino Rockford on Wilde.
I think now that I know what you actually did, it's not live on stage.
Well, we are live on stage. We will be sharing the music
misrepresenting
live
the
on
truth
stage.
again. And your uncle is going to take issue with that.
He's not my uncle. None of my uncles are here. I don't know who that man is. He's been here every remote we've done here. I forgot his name.
He agrees with you more than your actual uncles do.
That's true.
So, Tausch, you're a country music fan.
Yeah, I agree.
I am not familiar with Luke Combs's library.
What's the last concert you've been to? Besides Matt Carney.
Pink.
Where you haven't gotten
Pink.
I remember you went to Pink.
We paid for our tickets to Matt. We want to support our friend.
Sure.
I don't know any Luke Combs songs. Sing me one quickly, Jesse.
Oh, no.
Because you don't want to pay royalties, or because you don't know?
No, it's not my wheelhouse. I would know Luke Combs music if I heard it, but country is not my
milieu.
That's not where I reside.
Well, he played Lambeau Field. I think he played 2 nights, right? Back to back. He had a back to back.
He did Friday night, Saturday night doubleheader. I knew a lot of people that went.
And on Saturday night, you also knew some people who went. Your friend Tucker Kraft, who you hung out with on the Packers tailgate tour a year ago.
Yeah.
Matt LaFleur. I think a friend of show Evan Williams was on stage. So was Edgerrin Cooper. Lucas Van Ness with his new 5th-year option. All were on stage, and I saw Tucker Kraft in a video posted by my buddy Wes Hodkiewicz of Packers.com. I saw Tucker Kraft punt an empty beer can after he'd finished chugging it with his right leg. Which I might add is his ACL repaired leg. So that's a good sign.
Chris has it. Long neck, ice cold beer, never broke my heart.
Great song.
That's Luke Combs.
That didn't help me.
Why not?
Because it's not your wheelhouse.
He just said it's how the song goes.
Yeah, then I don't know it.
Beer,
I don't know that
broke
one.
My heart.
Have you been on stage at concerts? Like, have you been brought out during your Packers career? Like, you guys were a fun-loving group.
No, we were not.
Okay.
Did Shinedown ask to bring you out at the Kohl Center on Saturday night?
Who's Shinedown?
Okay. That's a no.
They were opening for Leanne Rhymes.
Adam Schein's
Oh,
band.
Leanne Rhymes? Yeah, she's hopefully going to reschedule.
Were you encouraged by seeing Tucker Kraft punt a empty beer can, and were you happy to see Matt LaFleur chugging
I
a
think
beer?
those things are fun and important to see from hanging out off the field, building the camaraderie. That's what this time of the year is about. So, we did go to concerts. We were able to go backstage and meet people at different concerts. But as far as doing this at Lambeau and celebrating all things Green Bay and the concert and the night and all of those things are awesome. Love the fact that Matt LaFleur shottied a beer. I love that. I love the fact these guys are kicking beer cans and the O-line comes out. There's just a lot to love about all of that, and is it going to help us win any games? Probably not. But what it does show me is you want your guys hanging out. Mm-hmm. That's always been kind of a staple thing in Green Bay for a lot of reasons. And when you go about and you see that, in a time of the year where there's not a lot going on, I thought it was fun. And I think it's important to kind of set that tone of we're going to be together, we're going to celebrate each other, we're going to enjoy each other's company, and that when you really want to get down to it, when adversity hits, you need perseverance. It's a lot easier when you like the people that you're working with, that you're going to stick together in that foxhole and not just bail out. And nights like I guess Saturday and Friday night just give you small indicators that is the case.
OTAs start next week. We don't know what days, if any. I'm assuming there'll be at least one next week where we'll have media access. We'll be able to watch practice. Unless there has been a policy change, fans will not be able to watch practice, which remains ridiculous in my estimation. But, again, they didn't ask my opinion on that, nor Tausch's. But Tucker Kraft, I'm not sure what his availability will be.
And why are they not? I think we've had this discussion every year. Were they not going to have any OTAs open the entire time?
I don't believe so, no.
And what's the rationale for that?
I don't think there is any. Because now, look, when you were playing and they started, OTAs kind of became OTAs. That's what they became called toward the end of your career, your playing career. But back then, media was there for everyone. Every one of them. And then one out of every several was open to fans. And, again, you're going to get me started on you're owned by the community, you love to play that card, but then when it comes to something
I'm just trying to figure out, why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, I don't know.
What's the reasoning?
Because football people are constantly paranoid about things. I mean, if you think about it, they've gone to the lengths of erecting these very large posts that they raise up tarps, like you would raise up a flag if you're on the flag crew at your school, to cover up the sight angle from inside the second floor of the Resch Expo Center so people can't stand up there and watch practice from above. So I'm guessing it's purely just
I understand during a regular season when you're game planning, nobody's game planning anything.
Correct. It's OTAs.
And they want to sell merch. Somebody have to explain. I'd love to hear Ed Policy's explanation on that.
Well, next time I talk to Ed, that'll be, again, among the questions I have for him, because I have a variety of
There has to
questions.
be a reason I'm just missing.
No, I don't. I think I told you the reason. I think it is paranoia.
No, it's not paranoia. That's crazy. That doesn't make any sense.
Well,
you make business decisions, and I understand that, but this doesn't help your business.
But they think it helps their football team.
No, but it doesn't.
I agree. We're arguing.
You guys are still there, right? The media is still there.
Yeah. And among my frustrations with the OTA thing is that by only having one out of every 3, if that happens to be the day that a guy has a really good day who's otherwise stunk it up in OTAs, you get the wrong impression.
Yeah, you get it.
And if that happens to be a day that, say, Carrington Valentine has a bad day and he otherwise has a great day, it again creates an inaccurate view because everyone's tweeting out things they see. Everyone's writing stories, including me, about what they see. I don't understand it, but they're not interested in my opinion. What I am interested in is trivia. Jesse, what's today's category and what color would you like?
What did we think of, because I know we don't have the audio of it, but there was a Cubs-White Sox game, and they started chanting
Green Bay sucks.
Blank Green Bay or Green Bay
Green
sucks.
Bay sucks.
Green Bay
and
blanks.
The Bears still suck were chanted up at Lambeau throughout the course of this weekend.
During the Luke Combs concert?
Or McCombs, Red McCombs.
That's who I was thinking of. I used to own the Vikings.
I don't know if there's anyone that would like country music less than Jason.
No, there's country music. He actually had an artist that was his guest for the show, who I've seen multiple times. So
but I just, you're not a country music guy.
I like Dierks Bentley.
Nah, I don't think you probably do.
No, I do.
No, but I don't
I
think
like
you do.
Kirk.
We're getting drunk on a plane.
Kirk Penny?
No, I do like Kirk Penny. No, I like a few different country acts.
Well, anyways, I love the fact that
Keith Urban.
Or do you just name it country? Tim McGraw.
Toby Keith.
No, I don't like Tim McGraw. Or
Leanne Rhymes.
Toby Keith is boss. Leanne Rhymes.
Did you ask me? You wanted the trivia category.
No, but Tausch was saying something about fans chanting.
No, I just think it's awesome for sports that the Bears have done this for a long time because we've been in their head, and it's just been that's kind of the way it's been. Okay. And now things are kind of
the shoe is on the other foot,
balancing, if you will, and the temperature is hot on both sides, which has not been the case for a long time.
It was really stupid that they were chanting Green Bay sucks at a Cubs-White Sox game, though.
Why?
But because they were at Lambeau at a Luke Combs concert.
Like why are Packer fans thinking about the Bears at a Luke Combs?
They shouldn't have done that either. Unless if Luke Combs leads you in it, it's fine.
We want passion. We want this. Why is it bad? Why does it bother you?
I don't think we can say the Bears.
Wait a minute. I thought it bothered you.
No, I didn't bother me. I just said it was awesome.
The Bears
didn't bother me at all.
The Bears handed us our Tookuses 2 games in a row to close out the season.
Love a good Tookus handing.
We shouldn't be chanting the Bears still suck randomly.
We're better than that.
So what do you want us to do?
What you're arguing?
Cubs suck.
Well, let's go and compete hard next time we play the Bears. What do you want them to do?
You can go Pack Go.
I want our temperature hotter. I want the fans and the players to acknowledge this isn't the Aaron Rodgers era of owning them, and this is part of that acknowledgement. Does it look like they're in our heads a little bit? They are in our heads. So what, are we going to fake it?
Yeah. I don't want them thinking about the Bears right now. The Bears are – look at the odds here. The Bears are the 3rd best to win the division. They're the 3rd with win total in the NFC North.
Let's just keep downplaying and thinking that they stink and that they can't beat us.
If something comes up where it makes sense to talk trash with the Bears, whether it's media voices saying
maybe somebody said something at this concert that we missed.
If Luke Combs wants to lead a Bears still suck chant, that's fine. If it's just the fans doing it on their own, out of nowhere, unprompted, like the Chicago fans.
But is Luke Combs a Packer fan?
No, but if you're
who does he root for?
I don't know.
Because I'm guessing he does a show in Chicago, and I'm guessing he probably is going to say the Packers suck down there.
I would assume so, yes.
That's why I think concerts are kind of silly sometimes.
When they
try to placate to the audience. Like, I think you go and enjoy the music. There's plenty of artists that come through here. You don't have to placate to the audience. Terry Bradshaw was here last year. I was here at it. He tried to do something for the Packers fans, for the Bears fans.
He was placating.
Yeah, he was
apparently
very much
Luke
placating.
Combs is returning to Wisconsin for Summerfest.
Oh, nice.
He's going to be in Toronto and Sweden coming up next before he returns stateside.
Owen has informed me that Luke Combs is a Carolina Panthers fan.
Oh, okay. Well, that's nice.
From Appalachia.
He's one of the few.
The Sports Weekend Recap is today's trivia category. Thanks for asking, Jason.
Caller 12, in honor of Aaron Rodgers, who now wears number 8 for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Caller 12 right now, 844-770-3776. 844-770-3776. Caller 12 plays trivia. Presented by Cousin Subs, Iron Jock, and Vortex Golf. Next, it's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, presented by Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Call Gina Della from Pella today, 855-PELLA-WI, and online at PellaWI.com/radio.
Mark Tauscher here, and as we count down to the official start of summer in Wisconsin, you know what beverage you'll find in my hand when enjoying some time outdoors: the cool, refreshing taste of an ice-cold Coors Light. At a baseball game in Milwaukee, grilling in the backyard, out on the golf course, every experience goes from good to great with a Rocky Mountain cold Coors Light. Coors Light is brewed with the 3-step cold process, cold lagered, cold filtered, and cold packaged, so it's actually made to chill. The mountains on Coors Light's cold-activated bottles and cans turn blue. That's when you know it is chilled to perfection, which, besides the refreshing taste, is my favorite thing about drinking Coors Light. Refreshingly cold and only 102 calories, Coors Light is made to chill. Celebrate responsibly. Coors Brewing Company, a Golden, Colorado.
The sound of summer is on ESPN Madison.
Wizarowski, the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out.
Madison's home of the Brewers.
To high drive. Fair and gone.
Catch every Milwaukee Brewers game this season on 100.5 ESPN.
Watching it sail. It's a grand slam.
Brewers baseball on ESPN Madison is presented by Hard Rock Casino Rockford and brought to you by North and South Seafood and Smokehouse.
Every minute of every day, another person loses their life to cancer. That's why Stand Up to Cancer has set a bold goal to make early stage detection an essential part of standard of care for all cancers. So join the mission and help save lives today at standuptocancer.org.
A strong team makes all the difference, and Everlight Solar just expanded theirs. Everlight now offers roofing and exterior services for homeowners dealing with storm damage. From the first call to the final repair, Everlight quickly handles everything under one roof. When your roof takes a hit, you've got a team behind you. Start today at everlightroofing.com. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, powering through any storm. A proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Your Honda gets you everywhere. When it needs service, you need Zimbrick Honda service. Their customer service is second to none, and you can experience it for yourself at 2 convenient Madison service locations on Fish Hatchery Road and Grand Canyon Drive. From simple maintenance to expert repairs, Honda certified technicians handle it all. Stop in for an express oil change at Fish Hatchery Road on Saturdays. No appointment necessary. Part of the Madison community since 1973. Shop local. Shop Zimbrick Honda.
Grip it and rip it at the Happy Gilmore Scramble, Sunday, May 31st at the Bridges Golf Course. Get in with a 2 or 4 player scramble. Enjoy golf, drinks, and a meal for $150 per person, or just $130 if you sign up early. Sunday, May 31st at the Bridges Golf Course in Madison.
Join the Madison Money Guy, Christian Finfrock, for Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Get the information you need as you plan for retirement. That's Retirement Income Strategies, Saturday and Sunday mornings at 7. Investment advisory services offered through Retirement Income Strategies, an SEC-registered investment advisor.
Mark Tauscher here for Pizza Hut, and when you look around right now, everything seems to be extra expensive in the world, except this. Right now, get a large 3-topping pizza for just $10 at Pizza Hut. Try it on Pizza Hut's new hand-tossed crust, crispy and golden outside, soft and fluffy inside, finished with garlic parm seasoning. Available for delivery or carryout. Order today at pizzahut.com or on the Pizza Hut app. Pizza Hut, feed good times, and remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
As a first-generation student, I initially joined the military to ensure I could afford college, and I had a lot of self-doubt. But at Madison College, there are so many resources extended to me, and I feel supported and confident to reach my goals. Best of all, I'll be able to transfer to a 4-year college debt-free. My advice to others, believe in yourself and your future. There's more to your story at Madison College.
Visit madisoncollege.edu to get started.
Wilde and Tausch on 100.5 ESPN is brought to you by Everlight Solar. Save money, save the planet. Everlight Solar.
Wilde and Tausch rolls on from Hard Rock Casino Rockford. Time now.
I got a text from Tausch. I'm going to play a bit during trivia.
Not play trivia, though.
No, he's like out at a machine or a table or something.
Can you see him? We have a pretty high-level perch.
I don't know. Like, this is what happened when we were here for the Barry Alvarez show last fall. At the start of the show, Barry was at a hot craps table that I was rolling at. We came and did the show. Barry was like, I'm going to keep rolling while the table's hot a little bit.
That's nice.
So, Tausch and Barry, 2 peas in a pod. I hope he's winning wherever he may be.
Without Tausch, we'll play trivia presented by Cousin Subs, Iron Jock, and Vortex Golf.
Wilde and Tausch Trivia is presented by Vortex Golf, rangefinders you can bet on. By Iron Jock, no stink, just performance, and proudly Wisconsin built. Shop now at ironjock.com. And by Cousin Subs. Have a grad to celebrate? Purchase $30 in Cousin Subs gift cards and receive a free 7.5-inch sub. Cousin Subs, they believe in better.
We welcome in our contestant. He is Craig in Waterloo. Craig, good morning. Welcome to Wilde and Tausch. How you doing?
Morning. Good. This is Vern in Waterloo. You guys know me better by that.
Vern.
How does that? I don't understand how that happens, Jesse. Behind the scenes, Owen. I don't want to call Owen out, but he didn't get the name wrong.
No,
he just
Owen. Sometime, he's unfamiliar with some of our fans, so it might be the case as he's getting to know everybody.
Craig Vern. They don't sound alike.
Correct.
He's Vern.
All right, Vern.
Tausch wants to name a dog after him someday.
Let's play trivia. Question number 1 is this.
I love this question.
Tarps off! Fans of which team, the self-proclaimed, quote, best fans in baseball, celebrated a walk-off win in extra innings Friday night with multiple sections of fans removing their shirts and swinging them around their heads to cheer on the team?
St. Louis Cardinals.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Yeah. They act like they invented this when like half the college football teams in the country have done this.
I was just going to ask you, why is this some sort of
the
big
Badgers
deal?
did it against Ohio State this last season. Cincinnati's done it.
Badger fans
Arizona's
did it against
done
Ohio State even though they lost?
Yeah, it's like a form of protest when your team is bad, but apparently the Cardinals are like, this is a novel thing that's going to save baseball. Look at all these young fans that are out here taking their shirts off, whipping them around, cheering on the team. How great is that?
You would think that Craig Counsell was managing the Cardinals, given your reaction to these guys.
I don't like the Cardinals, but this is just classic best fans in baseball behavior, where it's we invented this brand new thing that no one else has ever done. Everybody's done this before.
Vern, question 2. I can't believe you're this riled up about this.
I mean, also, they didn't score a run yesterday against Kansas City. Maybe if they would have kept their shirts on, they could have put some points on them.
I don't think their shirts had anything to do with their success or lack of.
No, the manager invited them into the clubhouse. He's like, you guys brought all the energy for us on Friday night. You're the best. Come to every game.
Question 2. Which of these teams still remaining in the NBA playoffs has played the maximum amount of games possible through the first 2 rounds of the postseason? Is it the San Antonio Spurs, the Detroit Pistons, or the Cleveland Cavaliers?
Yeah, Cleveland Cavaliers.
Now, tricky question because the Detroit Pistons have also played the maximum 14 games.
That's what
separates the team that is left.
However, yes, exactly. However, they won their Game 7 in the opening series after being down a gigantic amount to the Magic. And then yesterday they lost after being down a gigantic amount at halftime to the Cavs.
They did not show up for Game
Meanwhile,
7.
my Timberwolves also were eliminated in Game 6 by the Spurs. Question 3, Vern, and an opportunity to go 3 for 3 today. That question is this. Game 7.
Yeah.
Which NHL team avoided elimination with a big road win on Saturday night to force Game 7 tonight in the Stanley Cup playoffs? Is it the Montreal Canadiens, the Anaheim Ducks, or the Buffalo Sabres?
Would be the Buffalo Sabres.
Sure would. Well done.
Congratulations, Vern. 3 for 3. That means you've got 4 entries into Friday's drawing. Congratulations, sir. Thank you for playing. We appreciate you.
I'm going to take my shirt off now and celebrate.
Be careful if you're doing it while driving.
Best fans in baseball.
Thanks, Vern. That is Wilde and Tausch Trivia presented by Cousin Subs Iron Jock and Vortex Golf. Rejoined by Mark Tauscher, who...
Oh, did I have a deal there?
Nice stack of chips.
So the dealer,
Baccarat?
I was going to go to the bathroom. The dealer says, "Oh, are you doing your show?" And I said, "Yeah, we're doing it right here." He's like, "Oh, I listen all the time." And I'm sitting next to a Cubs fan. I know the Brewers Cubs.
Oh, boy.
So I jumped in and played 2 or 3 hands, and I hit a straight flush, and I hit just a regular flush. So
wow.
I'm flushed. I done tripled up just in starting. So now I got to debate, because I got to bounce after the show. If I'm going to, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to probably try
Can I
to
see
go
one of those? I'll give it back, I promise.
I don't know if he will.
No, I definitely won't. Wow, look at that. These are nice.
Yeah.
Well done, sir.
Thanks. Big win. Good little start, yeah.
That'll defray your costs for all your losses on bets that Jesse signed off on in the sports book. Whoa, Nelly!
Oh, huge segment coming up next. Musical guest joining us for a...
Do I have time to go play a hand or two?
Yeah.
Stay
Quick.
for this. Stay.
No, you can make it.
Special performance that our fans who have made the trip out here to the Hard Rock, this is going to be worth the entire trip, hearing a debut musical performance here on stage with us at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
We'll find out next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
This is Wilde and Tausch, driven by Zimbrick Chevrolet in Sun Prairie on 100.5 ESPN. See their full inventory at ZimbrickChevrolet.com.
$2.3 million. A recent Schwab survey of Americans says that it takes $2.3 million to be wealthy. Well, you may have had your financial plan set on a bigger or a more humble number. But if you're looking for added insights on how to get there or how to avoid some tax pitfalls on the way, Annex Wealth Management is ready to listen. Mark Tauscher here, and whether your situation is complex or simple, the Annex Wealth Management team can give you wealth expertise and guidance on reaching your goals. Annex Wealth Management. Know the difference.
Wisconsin weather doesn't ease into spring. It keeps you guessing. That's why your windows and doors need to handle everything. At Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, we build for year-round comfort. Get the look you want for the home you love with 0% financing options available. So you can upgrade now and pay over time. Plus, enjoy a free in-home consultation, expert installation, and a 10-year limited warranty. Schedule today at PellaWI.com.
Certain restrictions apply. It's 5/31/2026.
Chevy trucks have you covered when the road takes you from smooth sailing to Chevy Colorado will eat up some of the toughest terrains with 5 available drive modes. And Silverado and Silverado HD have the muscle to take you out for some serious. With multiple engine options and impressive towing, while Silverado EV is the perfect combo of performance and capability.
Nice.
Making it a snap to hitch up this electric truck and hit the road. Wherever the road leads, Chevy trucks are right there with you. See your Badgerland Chevy dealer today.
Tournament host Steve Stricker joins a legendary group of PGA Tour champions at the American Family Insurance Championship. Catch the action June 5th through the 7th with an exciting team competition at TPC Wisconsin in Madison. This year's AmFam Champ concert features Little Big Town with special guests Randy Houser and May Estes. Friday, June 5th at Breeze Stevens Field. All proceeds support the Steve Stricker American Family Insurance Foundation and American Family Children's Hospital. Get your tickets today at amfamchampionship.com.
Spring is here. Time to get growing at Felly's Flowers and Greenhouse. Felly's has everything you need to bring your garden to life, including the largest selection of locally grown annuals, perennials, vegetable plants, and custom hanging baskets. Whether you're a seasoned gardener or just getting started, Felly's Greenhouse in Fitchburg has the best selection to make your garden bloom. Proudly voted Best of Madison, choose Felly's Flowers as your go-to garden destination. Visit us today and grow with Felly's.
Greg Scalzo here for Buck and Honey's. Congratulations to the perennial Best of Madison Award winner by the folks at Madison Magazine. Meet me at Buck and Honey's to celebrate Wisconsin hospitality. Whether you're enjoying the view on the Yahara River in Monona, exploring Wanakee, visiting the OG in Sun Prairie, or checking out the new location in Mount Horeb, you can enjoy the Buck and Honey's experience in a neighborhood near you. Serving lunch and dinner 7 days a week with brunch every Saturday and Sunday. I'll see you at Buck and Honey's.
Running a business doesn't leave time to wait. You need answers and a banker who responds. At Starion Bank, you work directly with local decision makers who understand your business and act quickly. No runaround, no delays, just solutions. The right banking relationship makes a difference, especially when things get complicated. Starion Bank, built for the long game. Visit starionbank.com to get started today.
Brewers fans, this is your flawless moment. Carmeless is sending you to a VIP day at the ballpark with the Milwaukee Brewers on August 29th. We're talking 4 suite tickets, free food and beverage, and exclusive pregame batting practice access. You'll even get to experience Bernie's slide throughout a ceremonial first pitch and score a $250 gift card to the Brewers team store. Go to CarmelessBallparkSweepstakes.com to enter for your chance to win a flawless day at the ballpark. No purchase necessary. Ends June 1st, 2026. Must be 21 or older.
We're on the Badgers.
This Badgers team is going to go as far as Colton Joseph takes them.
Because we're on Wisconsin Sports.
When he is at the top of his game, this offense could be awesome.
You're listening to 100.5 ESPN.
Wilde and Tausch rolls on from Hard Rock Casino Rockford, and it's the moment we've been told we should be waiting for, according to Jesse. Apparently live music here on stage, which feels like false advertising. Time now for Whoa Nelly.
If the topic is good, the guys discuss.
Just the other morning I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. His mama brought out 15 flapjacks. He said, Mama, take back 5 of them flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
But if it's not, the show must go on. It's time for
Whoa Nelly
on Wilde and Tausch.
This is going to be big. So we are here at Hard Rock Casino Rockford on stage in the Hard Rock Cafe. They have the incredible concert venue that has big acts from all around the world that come here to Rockford to perform in front of sold-out crowds. Here on a Monday, we have at least 7 or 8 Wilde and Tausch fans who have made the trip down because they heard about this major musical performance that was about to take place on our show. For the last several weeks, I have been commissioning the work of several recording artists using our little friend to come up with a brand new royalty-free theme song.
Are we picking a trivia winner?
For Wilde and Tausch. Put those down. That's not important right now.
What?
I'm listening.
So am I. I could hear that, and I was like, maybe Owen's going to pick a winner from last week again.
Much like when I was in the high school band in Muskego and we commissioned a composer to draft a brand new piece.
Oh, my God, just get on with this AI-generated song.
I have worked tirelessly into the late night hours with music producers from my computer to come up with a brand new theme song for us here on Wilde and Tausch, in which we do not have to pay royalties, in which it captures the correct vibe of our show. And so, without further ado, making their debut, both live on the air and here at Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Did you give this AI band a name?
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Plain White GPTs.
From the Northwoods to the city and work at home on the run. Wisconsin sports for you, full of insights and fun. Jason Wilde, Mark Tauscher, 10 years strong and ready for more. Presented by Pella.
Let's hear it for the plain white GPTs.
Wow, yes.
A standing ovation from at least 2 people. How about it, fellas, huh?
I've heard worse.
It's pretty good.
I like the lyrics of it. I think the song it's got to be a little upbeat and a little catchy. I'm all right with it. If that ends up being our song, I'd be all right with it.
It's memorable. It can play after a big win, after a tough loss. It'll get you in the right mood. Captures the vibe of the show every morning. I'm here for it.
Long, cold, ice cold beer.
So let me take people behind the scenes a little bit here. Okay. So last week, Tausch had a few commitments. He was juggling a lot of stuff. So we pre-recorded.
Actually, the day we did it, you had stuff. Just for the record.
Was it?
Yeah, it was your day that you had stuff.
Well, we all had things.
Yep, we're juggling.
And so we pre-recorded.
My boy Jern just said, "Keep the Killers song."
We can't.
I understand. I just want to make sure everybody knows I love the Killers.
Mm-hmm.
He loves Matt
Hatch
Carney. Hatch needs to pick his game up.
He really hasn't contributed.
I'll say this. I did survey a number of people this morning in a focus group.
Steve Harvey.
And this song, certified.
That was awful.
Certified
the
banger.
Sounds a little weird, but it's okay, not great. I agree with Levi Rom. Our guy Levi.
The theme a little weird.
Related to
but
John Rahm?
It's okay. Levi says it's okay. I checked this with multiple demographics. Everybody said sounds good. Whole households approved. Certified banger.
Banger. Definitely not a banger.
Oh, it's a banger.
It's one of those you feel like it would be aight if you're going to stick with it, but it's not, oh my God, that blew my doors off.
So if I may. So last week we're recording this segment, and Jesse had, 3 or 4 potential songs?
Working with our producers, I've had 15 or 20
Again, if
options.
I just wish you would stop. Because here's the thing. The way we did that was very organic, and it was fun. No, it'll never see the light of day because we ended up having to juggle our schedule that day.
Yep.
Right?
Tough day. Yep.
But you had, Tausch and I were enraptured.
Yep.
We were totally into it. And instead of just organically doing this, instead you chose to first falsely advertise to the good people of the Hard Rock Casino Rockford that there was going to be live music on this stage, which is not what occurred.
That was fake news.
When you have DJ Paris Hilton and she's playing songs from the computer,
but
that's
she's not
live
up here.
We don't have that either.
It's live entertainment.
It wasn't. This was pre-recorded by the plain white chat GPT.
DJ Dimps back in the Everlight Solar Studio is
Motter.
My
buddy Motter just said, get rid of it. It sucks. Okay?
So I
Your
think
cats have been listening to the show for a long time.
Yeah.
You do have to acknowledge what they think.
And I think that perhaps the approach you decided to take of fake news may have contributed to the negative response we've gotten to the song. So I think you need to reevaluate misleading our fans. I think you need to be more introspective.
It's nice that they pronounce our names correctly, because I know that's always a tricky part of chatty.
Half the songs had mispronounced names. It was tough.
Which would be on brand as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Milwaukee, Madison.
Who are the members of your? We need to get to Rich Eisen on time, but the fact that 3 avid listeners of the program have already responded negatively.
It's not going to win everybody over.
I mean, in fairness, this is not.
You got to work on your prompts, chips with a bunch of Z's.
You don't like Luke Combs. A lot of people like Luke Combs. It's not every song is going to be for everybody. This one's us.
This is the song we have to play every single day.
Yeah.
Wilde and Tausch. You mean Jesse, here's the deal.
Is there a genre you would?
We need to. I don't mind that mix. You and I need to take the bull by the horns on this. I'll sing, you play the piano, we let Chatty write the lyrics, and then we make
You
it the way
think
we
your singing voice would be better?
Yes. That's going to be terrible.
I completely think my singing voice. Jeff
exactly. Monroe.
Jeff.
Fully
so
supportive.
Jeff just wants to see
it needs
the
to be
You've
organic.
heard him sing, right?
So the second hour can be mine, third hour is yours, and then the first hour we have to just come up with something that is standard. Second hour will be
how's that feedback looking
Jesse
for you?
and I. coming up with lyrics, and you know the kind of beat that I like. So we'll figure that out.
Eminem.
Yeah, maybe.
We'll wrap things up next. It's Wilde and Tausch.
Hey, it's Rich Eisen. Keep it right here after Wilde and Tausch, and join us for the Rich Eisen Show on ESPN Wisconsin and the ESPN Wisconsin app.
Mark Tauscher here for Iron Jock. As a former athlete, I've worn just about every type of workout gear there is, and nothing compares to Iron Jock. Their performance apparel is built to fight sweat, odor, and bacteria, keeping you feeling fresh no matter how hard you push. From the gym to the pickleball court, Iron Jock keeps you dry, comfortable, and confident. Upgrade to Iron Jock. Available now at ironjock.com.
You, rah. Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin present your Badger Minute.
This Badger Minute brought to you by the ESPN Wisconsin app. Your state, your teams, your ESPN. Available in the Apple and Android app stores. Download the ESPN Wisconsin app today.
With your Badger Minute, I'm Riley Yauk. Evan Cohen of Unsportsmanlike on ESPN Radio joined the Jump Around Thursday afternoon, and he took umbrage with the fact that Barry Alvarez wasn't included on the search committee for Wisconsin's next athletic director.
We have to ask the question, is Wisconsin football successful or is Barry Alvarez successful? If we're saying football is the lifeblood of the university and football is the lifeblood of the sports department, why would Barry Alvarez involved? Because if you care about football first, football's never been good without Barry Alvarez.
Wisconsin weather is unpredictable. Your windows shouldn't be. Upgrade with Pella and get 0% interest until 2030. Order by April 30th at PellaWI.com.
Dealing with storm damage? That's never fun. That's why homeowners are turning to Everlight Solar for roofing and exterior repairs done right. They handle the entire process, from insurance claims to fixing your roof with one trusted team. Less stress, faster solutions, and a home that stays protected from the elements. If your roof took a hit, Everlight's got you covered. Visit everlightroofing.com to get started today. That's everlightroofing.com. Everlight, a proud partner of Wisconsin Athletics.
Imagine the peace of mind knowing your home or business is safe 24/7. I'm Jeffrey Beckman, president of J&K Security Solutions, and we provide security you can trust. Serving Madison and southern Wisconsin, J&K Security Solutions offers state-of-the-art home and business security systems tailored to your needs. From video surveillance to home and business automation, to find out how J&K Security can help secure what matters most in your life, visit jksecurity.com.
Ben Bruss here to tell you about Zimbrick European. They're Mercedes, Audi, Porsche, and certified pre-owns. But the best part is I've been working with them since 2018, and the evolution has been a 2-door, a 4-door, and now it's time for an SUV. My life has changed, and it's changed with Zimbrick European. Being a dad has made it really important to have the comfort and the safety that the SUV will bring me. Again, Zimbrick European off the belt line at Rimrock Road. Of course, I found the sexiest car on the lot. Check them out.
All the biggest voices, all in one place. The Yuengling Guest Hotline. Exclusive insight from Hall of Famers, All-Stars, and Game Changers, all on the Yuengling Guest Hotline.
Pro Football Hall of Famer Joe Thomas.
We got to play with the structure we have. We got to play with the ball that they gave us.
The Yuengling Guest Hotline on ESPN Wisconsin.
We're Wisconsin. What are the things that we can do to try to make us more competitive in the current environment?
Yuengling, now officially in Wisconsin. DG Yuengling & Son, Pottsville, PA. Enjoy responsibly.
Hey, it's John Hayes, owner of Goodman's Jewelers. Come in and discover the high standards, classic traditions, honesty, integrity, and elegance when you walk through our doors. For over 90 years, customers have returned again and again to our warm boutique setting. Trust me, because I've been there for over 40 of them. Whether it's time to come back or your first time in, stop by Goodman's Jewelers at 220 State Street today. Goodman's Jewelers, the diamond store of Madison since 1933.
The best is at Goodman's.
The Milwaukee Brewers, the Chicago Cubs.
It is back, Hap at the track at the wall. Bye, baseball! Long live Andrew Vaughn!
Tonight on 100.5 ESPN.
From the Northwoods to the city, and work at home on the run. Wisconsin sports for you, full of insights and fun.
Wait, you were so adamant about clip of the day. Are you calling this the clip of the day?
Oh, easily, yeah.
You don't think we did anything better today than this song?
We did a lot of things.
Show.
We did a lot of things really well today. I don't know if anything tops this banger.
Banger. I don't know what other stuff would be the clip of the day. That's out of my hands.
A lot of insight.
We unveiled our big bets for the Packers season.
Yep.
We talked Aaron Rodgers and Mike McCarthy.
Yeah, those are all great stuff. Well, I don't think this is going to be our final song.
It's a work in progress. Oversold and underdelivered.
I'm hearing a lot of critiques and not a lot of productive solutions.
The Jesse Nelson story brought to you by Hard Rock Casino Rockford.
Everyone's a critic.
Thanks to everybody here who showed up to support the show. Thanks to everybody at Hard Rock Casino Rockford who supports us and is such a great partner of our show. And thanks to you for coming along for the ride with us today. Have a great day. Take care. Be good.
Miss any of today's episode of Wilde and Tausch? Presented by